right here. Bam. People can hear me right now. Hold on, I don't know if they can hear you. They can hear you now. And now they can see both of us. Hi.
Can they hear us? Oh,
Hi.
cute.
Hi, everybody.
A little jail for you.
I'm in jail. I've been silenced for speaking the truth about shooting my roommate in the face.
Time for you to make a book. It's called account suspended, and it's got a bunch of bars in front of it, and it's like 230 pages.
It's gonna be called Tweet Deck or Prison Cell.
Give me Liberty or give me TweetDeck. Oh my god. You shoot run.
One roommate in the I didn't even actually. That's the worst part is I didn't even actually do it.
Do it.
We were recording Film Critters earlier today, and I was like, would it get me in more or less trouble if I started like just threatening Twitter?
Did you see that picture of Jack and that other Mark Zuckerberg?
No.
Where Zuckerberg looks like he literally looks like he's been distort-botted. He looks like that, like you know that horror game Ao-Oni? He looks like
yeah. Oh my god, he looks like the Ao-Oni in Ao-Oni.
Yeah, he looks like. Here, let me find this. I quote tweet it.
That I can believe that because every time I see that guy, he looks like he doesn't have doppelgangers. He looks like he has clones. Like, you know the botched Ao-Onis in the basement of the Ao-Oni game? He looks like those.
I haven't played that game. I've just seen it. But he looks like he literally looks like so I made this tweet today. I'm posting it in the chat.
That's fine. By the way, everybody, this is AVB, MammonMachineZEAL, both on Twitch and Twitter. Oh my god, he does look like Ione.
Right, like he looks like because he looks like he's been hitting the pale blood real hard.
Yeah.
This year. Like he literally looks like he should be part of the choir. He's got that like distorted face.
Oh, this poor texture render looking ass man. Jack Dorsey does not look good either. Jack Dorsey looks like he's on the Jordan Peterson like coma diet.
Right, he looks like I know that he is, but he looks like literally looks like a choir. Zuckerberg looks like a choir hunter. Jack looks like he just dragged himself out of old Yarnum. Like he looks like that guy who gets killed in the opening cutscene of Bloodborne.
Cool. We've looped back around to the great opening. By the way, to everyone who's never played Nier before, that line plays like when you start the game every time. Like you can't hit start until after that. Anyone who's here for a Drakengard 3 stream, that's this game's version of a Zero. I gotta go. I gotta pee. Mia, you gotta subscribe to get the Poppers Flare. By the way, I discovered that Twitch will let me give people Poppers Flare if they subscribe to my channel.
Oh my god, I see it.
The other tier one is the one that I have. Hold on. Hello, which is the stupid newbie baby from Something Awful's icon. God.
I hate you, Jay.
I think the mid-tier one is the Foxy plush.
Oh my god,
Sorry, yeah, Elbent's right, it's nail polish remover.
God, good lord. We should do these for. I need to talk with Fern about getting these for the Zeal for Mammon Machine stream.
Yeah, no, I would love to help out with those. There's a lot of stuff you can customize. Like, you can do bits so people can earn bits to spend them on things, like forcing me to drink alcohol. And I made mine Anna Faris's face in smiley face, and instead of bits, the points are called Anna Faris and smiley face.
We have been having.
Oh, speaking of, I just got 2 drink cards.
we were using the highlighted messages for Evil on our stream as well, because Fern just really likes it when people highlight messages.
Hey, oh my god, I got 3 more. That's also, really thank you, Akasaka Spicy and Test for following. And Zoe, I saw your message earlier. Now that Twitter has taken away my livelihood, this is all I can do. I'm streaming straight from prison and chugging 3 more drinks.
Wow,
Thank God Domino's
get alcohol. Poisoning. Yeah, I fixed myself a margarita for this special occasion. So I'm ready.
Something or other. I'm drinking Diet Coke and vodka again. I have a lot. Listen, I got like a huge thing of vodka because I got it for like. Oh my God, Mia! Thank you for subscribing. Also, when people subscribe, it plays the little dancing grr on the DDR. Elbet, wait, what happened to your Twitter account? Pretty Sunset, thanks for following. I got banned for using Fleet as intended, which is to direct harassment towards people, but I was like making the point of that with my roommate, and I was showing it to him, and it got me like just full banned. Like I've never gotten a report before, but I got full banned. Also, if in case anyone's asking, I'm doing easy mode because I learned this from streaming on Monday with a different game, that there's really no reason for me to be trying to impress anybody with my game skills.
Yeah, it's not a very, like, I think there are things about this game that are, like, I think gameplay-wise, I prefer this game over Drakengard 3.
Oh, this game's is objectively a better game than Drakengard 3, and I love both those games.
Right, yeah, like, 100%, like, but it's also not, like, it's not super a game that I would play, you know? if I really had to play it, there's not a lot of a huge amount of stuff to it you're getting out by like experiencing the true challenge.
Oh, I hit back by mistake. Oops. Yeah.
We're starting from the beginning. This is a new game.
Oh wow. Yeah, no, I've never played this game before. Or no, sorry, I've never played this game on stream, so this is a new game. What should my name be? It's gonna be permanently.
Oh yeah, they're gonna do some Yoko Taro shit with this, you know?
Yeah. What should I name myself? Oh, I could name myself Yoko Taro.
Yes. Okay, that's it. You gotta do.
Or
that.
I could be James DeMar in honor of my fellow repressed truths.
Oh my God.
But I think I'm gonna do Yoko Taro because I think that's funnier.
We'll do Yoko Taro because we're not gonna remember this until
by the time I get to that point, I'm just gonna be like, why the fuck did I name my character like James DeMar?
Oh my God, yeah.
When I did the banner for this, I was like debating including a photo of Laura Loomer when she chained herself to the Twitter headquarters because I thought it was really funny. But she's also carrying like a bunch of like kind of anti-Semitic signs, and I was like, I don't really want to put that. Like, I was like, I don't really want that associated with me. And like, Laura Loomer is not like recognizable enough that people would be like, that's Laura Loomer. They would just be like, why did you include a photo of like an anti-Semitic woman?
The part which I do remember her chaining herself to Twitter's. Oh.
It was very funny. Like, that's very funny to chain yourself to Twitter. She, like, chained herself to the doors, like, wrong, too. Like, the doors can still open, so people were just going around her.
Oh, good Lord.
Amy, do you know, how did a guy like Yoko Taro become a game dev? Izakor is asking.
How did become a guy like him become a game dev?
Also, Albert, thank you for liking
actually don't know that.
Badge.
I know a lot of obscure Kavya and Yoko Taro trivia, but I don't know how, like, so Yoko Taro has been in the industry for a very long time, though. Like, it's actually not, like, we talk, like, Nier Automata was, like, a very big, legitimate hit, but, like, Drakengard 1 is his first recognizable game, and when did that game? That's like a PS2, early PS2 game.
It's also a very stressful game.
Yeah, it's a very stressful game. It's a very so Yoko Taro. I mean, I guess this is a good way to start off though, because like this game, Nier, is the last game that was made by the company Kavya, which was a generally is not known for very much other than like Drakengard and a series of. They made a bunch of licensed games. Like they made a PS1 Ghost in the Shell game. They made a what else did they make? They've got like they've got an interesting discography. Oh, they made the Fate Stay Night fighting game for the PlayStation
what? I didn't know there was a Fate Stay Night fighting game.
There was a Fate Stay Night fighting game, and PS2 era one. It's very janky. It's based on. I think some members of that team may have gone on to make Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
I'm a big fan of this opening where this mysterious man says "fuck a book." It says "fuck that book" and kicks the book across the room. The first encounter of our character, and it's him kicking a book.
Kicking a book, whacking things with a pipe. So like, yeah, don't read, kids. That's the message.
No, yeah, Yoko Taro does not want you to read to learn how to empathy. He wants you to play video games to learn how to do empathy. Ah! Okay. I'm like frozen in jump style position.
Oh my god, we're playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater right now.
I jump and the game just immediately freezes, trying to load up this sick air I'm getting.
Yeah, the PS2 Ghost in the Shell is good. Like, KBM made a bunch of, like, they made games that were janky, but are surprisingly good. And, like, a bunch of, like, I heard about KBM mostly from the Insert Credit podcast, which was podcasts of the kind of, like, influential indie games crit site Insert Credit, which Tim Rogers and Brendan Sheffield and Frank Cifaldi and a lot of, like, old school game critics were a part of. And particularly Tim Rogers and Brendan Sheffield really liked Cavia and their games while they were still Cavia. And like they were like some of the people who were like, you gotta check out this like really cool super weird game Nier at the time that it came out, when, you know, it was like getting very bad ratings from mainstream review sites.
Elements, he runs like that because it's a post-apocalyptic world. You to be fair, to understand this game, you do have to play Drakengard 1, and you have to get the joke ending where they go to Japan. Which isn't a joke. That's actually the setup of this game.
Yeah,
is that the joke ending from Drakengard 1 caused the end of the world, which sets up this game.
In a second.
There's like a whole huge like lore file that I like saw translated somewhere that like tells you everything.
Oh yeah, because
about like how this happens.
All of Yoko Taro's games are in the same canon.
Come back for me?
But in order to understand them, you have to read also the graphic novels and the plays. Because he did actual like, stage plays about this series.
It's literally like any, like, a joke tweet about, like, reading order is just, like, what the actual reading order would be for this game.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
no,
I can't.
I remember when this game came out, it was only known as like that's the game where there's an audience that like advocates really hard that the game is like actually really, really good, but like is known as just like a budget game that most people hate.
Yeah, exactly. It was like this weird kind of like, yeah, sleeper head at the time. I don't even want to think about the zero punctuation review of this game, and I definitely don't want to think about zero punctuation. I haven't thought
I'm very interested in what he said about this game. Also, who is this mysterious man we play as? I wonder.
Just keep coming. This is Yoko Taro.
Oh, I can't run out that door. There is an invisible wall there.
God,
there's an invisible wall everywhere.
I remember like the walk cycle and jump being so janky, like in this very particular way.
Yeah. Oh, they're great. I love this dodge roll because it's like that. Like when I was playing it, I was like, "Can you do it backwards?" There's like a specific way he like moves that I'm like, "Oh, this is like a riff on Zelda games."
Yeah, it is kind of Zelda-like in some ways. Yeah.
Especially early on when you're doing all the like
Yeah.
weird like fetch quests for people. They're very like Zelda
Yeah.
puzzles. God, my kid wants me to just beat up all these monsters of unknown origin.
Yeah, there's something about the way that he moves where it feels like the movement is not synced with the animation like at all.
Zoe, I'll watch the we'll end out tonight's stream by watching the Zero Punctuation review.
Oh my god.
That's my promise to everybody here. And then I will also get banned for truth from Twitch for copyright violation.
More power. I need.
Zellington. Yeah, no, I figured as such. There's a lot of things that like Yoko Taro like very clearly is riffing on in this game. There's gonna be a part, we're probably not gonna get to it on this stream tonight, but next week, that's very, very clearly like a Diablo clone riff.
Oh yeah, because there's that whole isometric portion of the game.
Which is like one level. Like it's like what, 40 minutes long total, and it's just like, yeah, we programmed an isometric game for this.
Yeah, it's like that's the thing
thank you.
about this game is that like, especially at the time, people were like, oh, like if you play it for like even a couple of hours, you're like, this is a kind of like, it's weird and kind of like janky action RPG. And then, like, the more you play it, the more you see it, like, willing to just become a completely different game for, like, an hour just because it can.
Just, by the way, we can now press L1 for Dark Hand.
Oh, press L1 for Dark Hand.
I love anytime games are like, you can now do this, and there's no explanation of it. And it's just like, you just do it, and you're like, oh, that's Dark Hand, I guess.
My favorite prompt of this is in Titanfall 2, there's like a press L2 to time travel prompt that you get at one point.
I'm excited to see. Oh fuck, we got double jumps now? Hell yeah. He double.
Oh my god, I love this double jump.
He double jumps like he's like hooked to like a harness.
He looks like he's like doing a like Swan Lake or something like that.
Yeah.
You're part of that world.
Oh fuck, we leveled up.
Jay is in jail because they're banned from Twitter.
What? I love it was like, why is Jay? Oh yeah, I got banned from Twitter. So that's why this is why it's the Banned4Truth stream. Wow, this hand is really helping me level up.
I've never actually.
Sorry, the power of the black book is what's helping me. Look at him. Fucking...
like let's take a brief break from beating up all of these goons to perform Swan Lake in front of all this rubble.
Yeah. I mean, with the beautiful snow and everything, it's like ballet. Let's say. Parked at owner's risk. Yes. Okay. Are you guys ready to cry at this game? Not yet. It's gonna be a while.
Yeah, you're not gonna cry yet. It is like.
Are you guys ready to get dark blasted? Hold the attacker magic. Oh, I already knew that. Are you guys ready to for me to use my book like a machine gun?
It's. Oh my god, I love the sound that it plays. It's actually, this is the thing. This is why, like, it's because of the weird janky book magic is actually so satisfying to use, and it's the main reason why this game is so much better than Dragon Guard 3.
It's
as like a game.
I love that like Yoko Taro made like what three games up until like Nier Automata, and then Nier Automata just uses all of the best ideas from all three of them.
Yeah.
But like you play each one, and like each one is like an unrefined version of like the same ideas.
Right, exactly. I mean, like if I respect it. If I like suddenly got like a lot more millions of dollars to make games and like, you know, the resources to do that, I would be like, all of my I'm gonna put in all of the good ideas that that everyone ignored before. Because nobody knows those games. Nobody played those games, so they're not gonna. It's gonna be new to them, you know.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you're just like, oh, I have the platinum guys. All right, we're gonna take this from Drakengard 3. We're taking this from Nier.
Yeah, let's just do it like, you know, like, they're gamers. Gamers aren't gonna know. They love seeing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, no. If anything, the people who've been with me from the beginning are going to be like, cool. Now I have this great game that I can actually recommend to my friends to play.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, I love the dark execution attack.
Yeah, this one looks so like I know I've been making fun of a lot of these animations, but the way that it impales the guys is actually pretty cool.
It's very satisfying for as clunky as like the action RPG elements are.
Yeah.
Jay's just Jay's just very wild at Nier. Yeah.
Yeah,
oh, wait, I got my Nier. Hold on, I gotta use my book machine gun. This is me dropping facts and knowledge on on the haters on
God, I love that you're just like casually walking around.
You can't do like anything else. Like you can't block, you can't use your pipe. When you are using the book magic, this is all you're allowed to do is run around. You could jump, I guess.
I am simply jogging respectfully.
Excuse me.
Yeah, the whole like kind of like time slowing down and you charging things up is like Kapia, like again, they did not have a lot of money, but they did have like a really good sense of that good old game feel.
It is like for what is a game that is clearly a budget. Like straight up, this game is more fun to play through and more engaging with the same empty story world as Twilight Princess.
Mm-hmm.
But like it feels better despite very clearly being made with probably 1/10 of the budget.
Great, because like I think that, you know, I'll say this about Zelda is like, as someone who's not really, who's fairly Zelda agnostic,
Zelda
I can
agnostic.
I don't disbelieve in Zelda, but I'm. Anyways, what am I gonna say?
Sorry, real quick. Elben, is this segment some kind of prank where the first thing you do on starting the game is fight the same enemy in the same room for 20 minutes? No. No, it's just a very good tutorial for what we're going to be doing in this game, which is fighting the same enemies in different rooms for 20 minutes.
Yeah, we're going to be fighting the same enemies in the same room for 20 minutes.
Those enemies we just
about
fought.
20 hours.
Yeah, those enemies we just fought, we're going to be seeing them again in the level right before the game ends.
I think that Zelda is sometimes really good at level design and is almost never good at game feel. Like I have rarely as somebody who enjoyed the hell out of Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah,
it has
Breath
some,
of the Wild.
okay, even that game does have good game feeling moments, but I feel like the combat itself does not feel like very much to me.
I think that's fair. It's because like the game's really compelling for being one of the few games to have like physics, to me at least, have like physics puzzles where you actually can solve things by the like, hey, why can't I just knock a tree over and like climb it? And then it's like, oh well, you can. Like
totally. Like that game feels stuff. Like the physics and the physicality of it actually feels really great.
But the actual combat's kind of whatever.
Yeah, the moment-to-moment combat doesn't feel very great to me, and I you know. And I feel like Zelda is not really about that. But like Kavia's strength, I think, has been not like even in their like weird stuff like Ghost in the Shell, which I think I have a copy of somewhere. Genshin Impact is a better Breath of the Wild because everyone is hot, but it's also a gachapon worse Breath of the Wild. I'm a Genshin Impact hater.
I haven't played it. The only thing I know about it is that it's like, it looks like a bootleg game. which
Yeah,
I kind of vibe with. Like I kind of fuck with the bootleg game aesthetic.
It is very bootleg. It's like kind of neat to play around, but I'm like, wow, I already have a version of this game that is better. Whereas I actually played their previous game, Honkai Impact, which is like it's fake Devil May Cry instead.
Oh wow, I
and
completely missed that.
I think it's
I like my lances
How do
missed
you
him
do
by like
this,
a single
stupid?
fucking frame.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait,
you gotta,
was it
like,
on the?
actually-
I might have been on the wrong side of him.
Yeah, you gotta like
Don't worry,
forget how this.
I'll just throw 17 lances at him.
But yeah, I liked MiHoYo's like fake ripoff Devil May Cry a lot better than their fake ripoff Breath of the Wild.
Okay, that makes sense.
Level up.
I'm level 30 now. Now to go check on my beautiful daughter, whom I love, or sister, I guess, depending on if this was the Japanese game where you could be either. Whoa, fuck! Look at him.
Oh yeah,
fly.
they're doing they're doing that remake, aren't they?
Yeah, where you can only play as the brother because it was always intended to be a brother, not the dad.
I like how
the
they
red
specifically
circles...
made
Yona.
the fact that they made it a dad for the Western audience is like one of the funniest things in the entire to me.
And then didn't change like any of the writing.
It's like it's an objective, like it's funny because it's very correct. It was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, like they're I
That's
guess
okay.
in the West they're obsessed with like
We can stay,
dad
okay?
taking care of daughter
No, you
games.
take it.
Dad, no. You need to eat something.
Zolling did with the Papa Nier is better.
Alright.
It's
Give me the
difficult
smack.
because it's like they're literally basically the same game character. I think they very much so fit the differences in like audience expectations for action RPGs.
Yeah, for real. I mean, like
Yona.
I
Oh no.
I guess I think of Dad Nier as canon
Hey, got my
because
cookie.
that's
Oh, I gave my dad a cookie and then I drop it to Din.
You've always been the one.
Che.
What have you done?
I also love Dad Nier because he has like emo bangs. He looks like
So,
Yeah,
so I wanted to.
he's such a sad dad.
No.
Yeah, it's so funny that like
Yona.
they predicted the datification of games before some of the most datified games that exist, like Bioshock Infinite and Last of Us.
We need help.
right? Yeah, which is like kind of insane to consider that like they like sort of like were ahead of the trend enough to be like, yeah, audiences aren't gonna care if this is like a pretty boy big brother situation. It's got to be an ugly pretty boy dad situation.
Right,
Gotta
exactly.
jerk coward.
Oh yeah, God of War. Way before God of War. God of War is even kind of like late into the datification of games. I would say the games were getting really datified around the end of the PS3 era. Maybe from the beginning of the PS3 to the end.
I feel like the peak to me is definitely Last of Us because I feel like after that so many games ripped
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, Last of Us really did that.
Zillington, yeah, no, you're right. Father Nier as a character is also better than The Last of Us dadish. What's the dad's name? Ethan Hawke?
Oh my god, it is. Oh yeah, Joel Hawke.
Anyway, 1,312 years later, forget those two people. Fuck them. That Yona, that asshole, don't matter. Irrelevant to the story. We're playing as these people.
1,312.
I love that
now-
they just dropped that. They're just like, by the way, this is literally 1,000 years later.
It's like a really good level of passage of time. Oh, I forgot they had these like all of these interiors are like in 2D.
Yeah. Chat.
God, the
do
music's
people?
so fucking good.
As a real quick, do people in the chat want me to move the game screen out at all so you can see the subtitles proper, or is audio levels good enough? Yona is saying, Dad, hey Dad, you want to hear about the crazy dream I had last night?
See, I was in it, and you were in it too, and we were
Yona, I'm sorry. I have to go. You can tell me when I get back.
Oh, I want to hear about her dream.
Yeah.
Oh wait, can you give me a book?
I want to hear, like she's gonna forget it by the time you get back, dude. Make our cells a little bit smaller. I could try that. Yeah. Hold on. I'm going shrinky mode.
But yeah, the chat definitely should get to see that Yoko Taro is saying all of these dialogue.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, that looks like it'll work. And then, you know what, we'll bump this up just a wee bit. There we go. I love editing things on the fly. I love trying to navigate the like 15 invisible layered images that only I can see. Okay, cool. That should work.
Oh yeah, this is perfect.
Sure. Now stay
Alright.
here and rest. We can't
Oh my god, yeah, there I am, Yoko Taro. My daughter has COVID-19.
God, every single piece of fiction about like some sort of fictional disease hits really, really different right now.
Right? It's so weird. It's so wild. Just like every time I play anything where I'm like, oh, there's a disease that's like wiping out humanity, I'm like, hell yeah, there is.
Yeah.
It's called the
Oh
freaking
my
called the
God.
freaking Cheeto in the White House, and we gotta get out.
Jesus. Yeah, I like replayed, or I didn't replay. I read for the first time all of the Higurashi visual novels, and that did hit real different. It's like the kind of like the like anxiety around cleanliness, like is definitely not. I was like, oh wow, crazy disease, and now I'm like anxious about whether people are being sanitary every time like something like that comes up.
Oh, Blinded Fish. Watching Safe Now too sounds insane. I had started for the first time. I was playing through a lot of Kojima's games, so I played the big one, Death Stranding, at the start of quarantine, and the whole time I was
my
like,
God.
"Wow, this be hitting a lot weirder right now."
God, I need to go back and finish that game.
It's real good. I liked it a lot. It's up there with like probably Metal Gear Solid 3 in terms of good. Oh, we should go to the library and see what Popola's up to. People who played Nier Automata, if you're wondering, Popola, that name sounds familiar. Yeah, correct.
Time for you to see some
Playing these games like in
familiar
backwards
faces.
in backwards release order was so funny.
Oh yeah. When you see, I imagine playing it in backwards release order. You're like, who are these people?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just some real nice people. Oh my God, I love how ridiculous that double jump is.
Oh yeah. Just me approaching a man on the street with a double jump. Hey, what's up? You know the junk heap in the northern places? Yeah, it's mine. You can get
way
medals
that
and
he
stuff.
like just like puts his whole belly out every time he jumps is like
He jumps like when a puppy is learning to jump on the couch for the first time. Like just hurling like the weight of its body as far as possible. He jumps like a mermaid carted to the front of a board.
Yeah. Yeah, the two of like when Devilo and Buffalo show up in like Nier Automata, you're like
It's so funny because their appearance in that game is like also a riff on the ending of this one.
right, exactly, and it's also like it's a huge bummer, and spoilers, it's not going to be any less of a huge bummer in this
yeah.
game.
It's also going to be very in line with Yoko Taro's ongoing theme of characters who are related having weird dynamics.
Yeah.
Or characters who look related having weird dynamics. He's being pulled by the dick by invisible thing.
It's like he's using the power of the book just yanks him by the dick through the ether.
Visiting Popola. Ah. Oh, hold on, we got a glowing item to check out.
Oh yeah, and you're like, why did they have a text segment? Well, you're gonna find out in this game why they had a text segment.
Oh my god, I forgot about the text segment in this game.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Is this guy thinking that or whispering it? Can I read his thoughts? Okay, back there. Oh, there's another person I can harass. Hey, what's up?
Oh my.
God, I was so sad that we didn't get any Accord in Nier Automata.
Yeah, I was trying to remember if
the
she
one.
was actually in that or not, because I know because she does show up in here,
Oh.
right?
Accord?
Yeah.
Oh, does she? I thought she only showed up in Drakengard 3, but it's...
Maybe
Huh.
maybe I'm
I
wrong.
think she is
mentioned once.
mentioned.
I like I said, I played basically all of Yoko Taro's games in reverse release order, and I like played them like a year ago. So it's like trying to remember which characters appear in what and what their canon like explanation in those are is very hard.
Yeah, it's been a while for me. When did I play this game? I played this game in like 2013 or something.
Whoa! Seems like people did nothing but write books back in the old days.
Yeah, that's right. She's the person who owns the item shop. Yeah.
Which is the same thing she does in Drakengard 3. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. All of like Accord's cutscenes in Drakengard 3 are my favorite cutscenes in that game.
That was a very fun game to stream. That's what led me to actually be doing this stream, was because I had so much fun with it. And also with the PS3 emulator, I was able to put a patch on it that fixed the frame rate, so the game was playable.
Yeah, I'm actually impressed that like PS3 emulation is that good these days.
I'm a huge fan. It's like Popo allows me to organize books, but I had no idea there were so many.
Yeah, that is a lot of. Dang, that seems like a lot of books.
It's weird because there are a lot of books. I guess there's a lot of books if you're in a post-apocalyptic world. Because I'm like, this is like, why are those books so short?
Yeah, and some of them are quite large.
These books are like, hey, I think that's the bigger problem. Is like these books are like weird. They're not organized in any reasonable fashion. Look a little low res when you get up close to them.
When Fern and I were playing through Control.
Oh, I love that game.
Yeah, it was a great game. One of my favorite parts was like walking up really close to the items and figuring out which ones were actually properly scaled. Like the fire extinguishers in those games are like the size of your entire torso.
Oh, I did that all the time in Control too. It was figuring out what items were like rendered with the idea that I would be looking up into them as close as possible.
Right.
What if the only thing to survive the apocalypse was car repair manuals? Well, you better learn how to drive a car. Also, Ezekur, thank you for joining us from Argentina. How's Yona doing today? Cough isn't any better. That's worrisome. I hope she gets well soon. Me too. Feels so hopeless. And then make sure she's probably as much I can do for her.
Most days I feel like a total failure.
Oh, stop that. You're the finest father a girl could hope to have. Anyways, I was hoping you could take care of this for me. Classic Zelda style dialogue. Like, wow, that sounds like it's rough. Anyway, I've got an errand. I got a request from the shopping district. They need you to get some mutton from the northern plains. Got it. I'm on my way. Since you're going to the plains, let me give you a map. It'll come in handy, trust me. The implication being that like he's never been outside of the plains, like outside until now. Oh, I got another drink coward.
And you're a whole dad. Yeah, I guess this game makes a lot more sense if you think of this guy as like a teenager.
Would you mind purchasing 3 medicinal herbs from their client while you're at it? Yeah, no, that's like another thing. There's a few things where I'll point out where like it's very clearly written or intended for you to be a teenager. There's also my roommate Megan pointed out that there's a lot of scenes. Oh, Izakor, I'm glad you love film critters. There's a lot of scenes where it's like the way it's rendered is definitely that your character is expected to be like a whole head shorter, like where characters are looking. I used my last one earlier. Here's some money. Ooh. Oh, she gave us money to get some medicine for our daughter. Alright.
Thanks, Popola.
Just
For
looking at the dad chest, exactly.
Huh?
You know, all the work you give me. You've been telling the villagers that I'm for hire, haven't you?
Oh, that? It's nothing. They need help, and you need money to take care of Yona. This way everyone wins.
This is gig economy logic, Popula. you Uber using bitch. I know what you're on about.
The monster Uber for killing monsters.
Yeah, Uber for killing monsters. Oh my god, I love that Yoko thinks that both the dad and the teen is canon. There are two timelines, and they are both equally valid. Oh, Zellington saying the voice cast in this game is insane with the budget. I don't know about voice actors. Do you know who's in this game? There we go. I wanted to show off his falling animation where he lands on his ass.
Well, I would say that there's probably no such thing as an insane budget with voice acting. Voice acting is not as much money as you might think it is, but
Okay.
the voice acting is very good in this. It's got a lot of people who... So the localization for this game was done by 8-4, who did the localization for Nier Automata, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. So they're the ones who brought us Will Make America Great Again.
Oh, I hope Trump pays them royalties
Yeah,
for
really
stealing his
should.
motto from a video game.
And Fire Emblem Awakening, numerous other games. I think those are the big ones.
The last word there, by the way, Chad, is my sickness. Yona's looking for books about her sickness.
Yeah, this is one of the first big ones that they knew that 8-4 got known for. It was probably this and Fire Emblem Awakening, because they didn't come... Fire Emblem Awakening was around the same time. A couple of years later, I think? Yeah, definitely after. 8-4, not 824.
Yeah, what are you talking about? 824.
824 did this game. Did you know that?
I'm shrinking the game a little bit to give it some breathing room with us. Perfect.
Oh yeah, that's nice. I like that.
Because I was thinking about it and I was like, oh, if Chloe and James Farmer might join us later, and if they do, it's gonna get real bad for regular subtitles. Speaking of, I'll let them know. Oh wow, it's only been about 40 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I do a lot of work to do, so I'll be back in a while. Okay. Am I gonna get my Twitter account back? I'm trying to. Until then, these bars of injustice will not be strong enough to contain my Twitch streams or my tweets. I'm just gonna start reading my tweets out on out on stream.
Oh, our one thriving population now lay decimated by plague and disease. What a crazy fantasy world.
Yeah. I mean, you just gotta replace the monsters of shades with, like, I don't know, Proud Boys. Oh my god!
Oh my god.
But I'm only one man.
Why? Jake can have the Twitter account back once they collect all the weapons. Oh yeah, I guess I'll have to figure out if I'm gonna collect all the weapons on stream or off stream. Because for Drakengard 3, I did all of that stuff off screen because it's very boring to watch.
I think that's not as bad in this game, but you probably still want to do it off stream.
Yeah, I'll if I get to the point where I would need to, I'll look off. I'll just do an off screen stream. I'm coming to see you today, Popola. I promise. Well, alright. Anyway, where am I going? To the north?
I love
breaks my fucking ass.
I love that it's Zelda-like, but they definitely only made this one relatively small outdoor area. Like it's not the whole game. It's just like the only like open part of the game. Oh my god, the music.
Oh, that dog. Hey, Devil, your dog was kind of clipping into the fountain there. Yeah, I know, that's true because canon has been. At least I don't have to actually upgrade the weapons to get the ending.
Dogs only clip like that when they're very frightened.
Hello, Devil. Yeah, Matthew, no, that's personally why I might do it off screen, is because, like, I will say when I played this game blind for the first time, I got most of the swords just by playing the game itself. By the way, chat, in order to get the last 2 endings, you need to get every sword in this game. Well, someone looks very good this morning.
I'm just trying to earn a living for my little girl.
No response to that, huh, Devilo? Just gonna start playing your song?
I'm just gonna keep on moving my arm up and down near this loot. While my dogs clip into my feet.
Big fan of Cinnamon John Jen pointing out that the bark sounds are from A Dog's Life on PS2. Oh, and there's a sparkly. Oh my god, I forgot about the physics when you like run back and forth really quickly.
Oh wow.
Whoop. He like does like a Looney Tunes slide. Like Wile E. Coyote going off the cliff. Hold on, I gotta dig in the dirt. Oh, I got medicinal herb. Wow, that's 1 more I don't have to buy. Alright, so northern is this way. Head north. Well, careful up there. Hello? Camera? Oh. They must be running out of food. Well, they're about to run out of animals. So at least you don't have to farm for moonflowers in real time. Oh god. Alright, let's get that mutton.
Rise and shine, let's get that.
Rise and shine, let's get that mutton. Fuck! My mutton's running away.
Coffee was only active for like 8 years in total. They made a bunch of licensed Dragon Ball Z and Naruto titles, as well as they also made Bullet Witch, which
fuck, I couldn't get any mutton. This sheep wasn't holding any mutton.
Yeah, there's no mutton in it. Well, maybe you killed it too hard.
I killed it so hard that all the meat flew off, but there was a bunch of wool left over, so I just took that.
There's so much blood. Obtained wool.
Oh my god. Do you got any mutton?
That's right. I remember when I played Nier Automata, I was like, why are there just like moose? Why are there moose here for me to kill? And that's right, you do just kill random wildlife in this as well.
To be fair, I think a lot of the wildlife gets replaced by shades later in the game.
Yeah.
Alright, I gotta go all the way out here to get this mutton.
It's funny.
Oh my god, I fucking did. That one learned from the other ones. That one saw what happened.
You went flying. See, like, Coffee really knows about some dang hit stuff.
Come here. Stop running.
The funny thing too is that Nier Automata is based on like a joke ending from I think like some like comic or like peripheral thing.
Really? Okay.
From this, yeah. There's like some like thing about like, oh, in the future like Emil fights against a bunch of like robots for no reason. It's like this like side story and like some sort of like bonus features expanded edition content for Nier. So that was like at the time that this game came out, there was like a story like that.
Twinks, there will be other attacks later in the game. This is kind of like when you start. Also, a thing that Yoko Taro is obsessed with is giving his games like 1,000 swords, and all of the swords have different fight styles. Which is like an insane choice. It was just like such an insane development. Like, choice is to just, like, every game I make has, like, minimum 50 swords, and also each sword plays completely differently.
Yeah, they have some, like,
some old school books.
they have some, like, movesets in common. It's a little bit like Dark Souls weapons, but, like, they also do have quite a variety. His thing of having, I really like the weapon stories thing of having, like, this short story that you, like, find out by finishing the upgrade tree.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really good idea.
A weird thing about Drakengard 3 is that it does have that as well, but you can only read the stories from the start menu.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you have to, like,
right.
exit out of the game completely. So, like, I didn't get a chance to really show it off during the Drakengard 3 stream. If the remake for Nier will incorporate the weapon stories, I hope so. It's one of the fun, it's like a very fun part of it.
Nier didn't have any weapon stories in it? Oh, that's fun.
I feel like it did, but I might be wrong. It might only even be, like, specific weapons. Let me see. Is there a way I can check my inventory? Okay, well, currently it doesn't, but I guess we'll find out. Man, this order animal call.
Yeah, this is some UI. This is...
Is finisher command.
It's kind of baffling UI. Like, why does it look like it's sketched on notebook paper?
Especially when Nier is definitely illiterate.
Yeah, I've heard... I wonder if there's some sort of reason why it looked like that.
They didn't put the weapon stories in the game, actually. The only place they were published was in the art book. Oh, interesting.
Okay, huh. I did not know that. I had this weird fake memory of it, I guess. Maybe I just looked them up somewhere.
I will say, like, my problem was, like, like I said, I played them all back to back, and all the other ones have the stories in them, so I remember reading them, so I probably just imagined that they were in this one as well. But this guy came up to me, just tell me about the junk heap. I know. Buddy, I know about the junk heap. Guys coming up to me, they say, you know about the junk heap up north? I tell them I know about the junk heap up north. There's actually mines there. Yeah, I know. You told me that already. Hey. Show up a lot in the desert. Sheep and goats are pushovers compared to a wolf. Oh yeah, anyone who's here for the Drakengard 3 stream, those wolves are coming back, baby. And they're even less, there's even less variations of them than before.
Oh god, yeah, we got a whole wolf level.
The Yoko Taro name is gonna be throwing me off the whole game. I aim to disorient and please.
That was a really good decision. I'm really happy with it.
Yeah.
Maybe the menus are all drawn by Sick Daughter. Maybe not. Yeah, I feel like
those animals can kill people if you go hunting. Be careful.
I wonder what's for dinner today.
I'm a fancy boy, and I wonder what's for dinner today. Walking around town with my bare feet, wondering about what I'm gonna have for dinner.
Fancy.
Hey, listen.
Okay. If you see him at night, tell him to come home early for once. I don't know why I had to listen to that, but... Alright, where's this,
Breathlessly inane RPG dialogue is one of my favorite things in the world.
Oh, I hate my scary sister who makes me go to my slave driver.
I was scared of her.
Lady, the sun never goes down. Oh yeah, by the way, the sun doesn't go down in this game, which is like a very funny lore to put in your game so that you don't have to render a night mode.
Yeah, which also is true in Nier Automata, I think, as well.
Well, I mean, this is technically a mere several thousand years before Nier Automata.
Yeah, it's only a couple of thousand years before it. What is the exact timeline? Does anyone know how many thousand years there are between it? It's like a lot of thousands of years.
If I remember, the time difference between each game in the Taro series is like literally thousands of years are like between each game.
Yeah.
Tell Popo I said thanks. Sure. Tamed 600 gold. I think Popolo wanted 3 medicinal herbs. Okay.
I'm still hedging all of my like video game prediction money on that whatever that canceled Dragon game, that whatever like Microsoft canceled that Xbox exclusive Platinum game where you rode a dragon. All of that stuff is going to be repurposed for Dragon Guard 4. That's my Scalebound. Thank you, chat. I always want to say that game's name is Lair, which was that really bad PS3 launch title, I think.
I'm using Popolo's money to buy a bunch of maps so I don't have to buy them later.
Oh god, yeah, that's right. You have to buy these stupid maps.
How are things?
How are things?
Oh, it's like 8,000. Yeah, it's like I know that it's like exponentially more time.
Me on the way to the market. What should I make for dinner tonight? That guy is just walking in place.
This old lady's walk cycle kicks ass. Can we see a little bit more? There
she goes. She does not. She is on her way to go get stuff for dinner tonight, which she has not decided what it will be.
Hey there.
You can find. Okay. All right. Learning a little bit more about my town.
Hello.
Oh, new items in stock, you say? Yep, that's a bunch of food.
Let's get some wheat and eggplant.
Just do you guys want some air-cured meat hawks?
There's like a whole like farming system in this game that I don't think I ever engaged with.
I did. I don't remember it being worth it. Mutton is so expensive lately. I guess the sheep are getting crazy. Damn, those sheep are too wild. I gotta charge you $50 more for the mutton right now.
They do quite a lot of damage.
Bro, the fucking sheep have been leveling up so hard. We gotta send our most skilled butcher out to fight them. If I bought everything I wanted, I'd be broke in a minute. Must show restraint. Right. Why would you lose your shirt?
How you doing?
Why would you lose your shirt?
I'd have to sell my shirt because I didn't raise my prices.
I don't know anything about books.
Like how she's always finding her odd jobs. Chat, I'm very excited for you guys to see the dialogues that start to pop up when you start becoming known as the odd jobs guy and people just start openly insulting you because they know that you'll do any job. Ooh, look at all these fancy weapons I can't buy yet because I spent all my money on on maps. Wow, our new filters are water tastes so great. It's a vanilla filter, like on cigarettes. It's a Camel Crush filter for our water.
Oh my god. Do you drink water straight, or you do a crush little thing on it before you drink it?
Had to just allow the word slut to be used in my chat real quick. Sorry about that. Oh my god. I guess whore as well. There we go.
Automod mods the word bimbo, and Twitch also, whatever variant of the word filter that we have, also looks for like words adjacent to other words. So like,
you can say bimbo now. Sorry, something or other.
Yeah, something or other knows. They're a veteran of our stream. But like the whole chat was just saying bimbo this, bimbo that, and we had to like allow every possible variant.
Oh yeah, they didn't.
Oh my god.
So by the way, for Zoe, I had to manually not like. The thing that's weird about the auto mod filter is that it'll also filter combinations. So for example, with Zoe, I had to allow Lemifo bimbo because it caught that as different than just bimbo.
That was exactly what happened for our stream. So I think like any word plus bimbo has been explored.
By the way, that's I came over here because I was like, I'm pretty sure I remember there's a part here that just like fucks up your collision, and I was right, and it was right there. my ongoing thing of just like trying to find ways to break games while on stream. On I think it was James Farmer's stream, we had to allow a bunch of variations of like fuck the French. Because it kept banning us or it kept like holding them, and then we found out though that it didn't apply it though for fucking the Irish. You could say fuck the Irish with no problems. Ezekir, no worry, I just have a mouse over the allow button right now, basically on my other screen. Dual screen, baby. Can I fight these chickens yet?
This part is actually highly Zelda. The fact that there's chickens around and you can attack them.
Yeah, I don't think you can hurt them though. Once again, Amazon screws the Irish. You know, it's weird that they were able to overturn the laws that let them have those old "No Irish Need Apply" signs out.
See that? Like, there was a thing going on about like some sporting event not being available in Northern Ireland.
Oh yeah, and Amazon posted "We are sorry for the troubles," and people were like, "Is that really the way you want to phrase that?" Oh wait, whoops, I forgot. I went to the wrong spot.
There are a lot of really good IRA jokes that day. Yeah, I love this. Yeah, the 2D dollhouse angle is pretty tight.
This game is like, even with like as much as it looks like it was built with like whatever the 2009 version of Unity assets were, this game still has like such a great visual design. Just in, like presentation. Where's this old fucker going? Oh, you can't go up the stairs. You have to take the long path. Giant iron boxes that carried people. Folks sure did a lot of amazing things back then. Sounds boring. You mean cars? You talk about cars? Cars suck. I'm glad they're dead.
Yeah, it's way better. We just like we slowly slide 3 feet to the left to open our doors these times.
Back then, they could just have the doors open for them. They didn't have to slide any feet to the left.
They didn't go up to some part of the door and they get locked into the middle of it before opening.
Hey.
I got the mutton. Those sheep are squirrely little bastards.
You know, there's a lot of things that I won't forgive gamers for, but like, gamers were like, every game has a bloom, it sucks, bloom is bad, and it made a lot of these like really low resolution textures from the PS2 and PS3 era look very pretty and good. Shadow of Colossus used bloom. This game used a lot of bloom.
Well, I think it's because when you're using bloom for like a specific effect, it works, versus like that era when it became just bloom for like the sake of bloom.
That's true. I mean, like, I feel like Western FPS games did not use it very well, but a lot of like indie like Japanese games used it very well.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Like, this looks pretty. Like, this looks good, even though like you're like, well, this geometry is pretty janky.
Yeah. It works for like the design of the game, and it works for like the like you said, I think, or like diorama style of it.
Right. Yeah, it's like very conscious about it being a diorama, and it kind of like plays that to its benefit. The music does quite a lot of heavy lifting here. Like the music plus a lot of like the music plus like the bright sun and a lot of like really soft greens does so much for the mood.
Bloom is only bad on the Unreal Engine because it's default, not an art decision. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah. Good point.
Hey, Dad. Oh, yeah, I want to hear about this stream. There was me, and I think there's a big pink goat. Kind of forgot.
She did forget it.
I told you, Yoko. I told you this would happen. Sorry, and I got a story for you this time. Have you heard of a flower called the Lunar Tear? Hey, is that familiar who's played Automata?
Yeah.
Remember that side quest? It's a
That's a silly name.
Maybe, but people say the Lunar Tear will grant the wish of anyone who finds one. But only very good boys and girls are able to find one, so you have to keep being good, alright? there's certain lines like this that like work better as like the dad and not like the brother.
Yeah, I think that one, that's because like 8-4 definitely localized like this for dad Nier, and they do a lot of lifting with the script. I know.
Could a lunar tier make me? Oh man, which makes me actually really excited to see what the HD remake does for the translation, since it assumedly has to change like a lot of the dialogue because it's a different team working on it.
I would hope and assume, because 8-4 was involved with they did Automata, that they would probably be doing that.
Oh, Ezekir, the deal is that so Nier, the character we're playing as is the dad to Yona in God, what is it? In Japan, there were two versions. There was a dad and a brother version, but America only brought over the dad version. And that's Nier Replicant and Nier Gestalt.
As soon as this dialogue is done, I want to start hating on Blueprint.
Oh, absolutely. Yona, is something wrong? No, it's nothing. Good night, Dad. Time to go to bed. Sun's still bright.
Sun's still bright. We're gonna go to bed.
But yeah, Ezekir, the reason for that we bring it up is because it's like the dialogue is kind of mostly written with the assumption that it was the brother version, because the dad version was essentially produced for the game for the Western audiences. So some translation kind of tries to take that into account and some doesn't. So you end up with this like dad who occasionally kind of acts more like a big brother. But I feel like they mostly papered it over, that mostly it's not noticeable. Canonically, he is Yona's father.
And so in Japan, it was the PS3 version that was brother, and the Xbox version that was dad.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Specifically, yeah. So it's actually console specific. But yeah, in the US, both the PS3 and Xbox versions were dad. And that decision was made because they thought it would appeal better to Western game.
I therefore assume that in Japan there's just stereotypes about PS3 and Xbox owners.
Yeah, I think so, because like Xbox at the time of the 360, it was kind of like this weird. It was actually kind of like a weird niche console, like where. Like, I know that there's a bunch of shmup games that were only for the Xbox 360 and were, like, released as region-free games. So it was kind of like, I think it was, like, considered the weird otaku console. Because, you know, I guess people who wanted, like, Western exclusive games.
That's so funny to consider.
Kind of
it's like importing Western games is what makes you a weeaboo in Japan.
Right, because it's like your niche taste, so it's, you know, it's the reverse, like, which totally makes sense in some ways. That's kind of like that's at least my impression of the Xbox 360 specifically.
It's also very funny how those stereotypes are like completely inverted here in America. Like,
right.
Like at the time of this game's release, the Xbox 360 was like the bro console, and this was like, and like the PS3 was the like, I'm really into Fate Stay Nights, and like, I want to play the Atelier games.
Right, I want to play Metal Gear and Hyperdimension Neptunia. Like, those, like,
I don't need to go up the path. I can take the stairs. Oof. I can do that dodge jump over the thing.
The comparison between the Xbox and the Wonder Swan, I think, is very apt, actually. I think, like, that's a much closer specific texture. Yeah, sorry for saying Hyperdimension Neptunia. Can we talk about how I was like, I'm not gonna get. I have like this policy where I'm like, I'm not gonna get mad about any remakes. I hate it when people are like, oh, they like ruined whatever. But I am mad about all the decisions with the Demon's Souls remake, and they do make me tilted.
What are the decisions? I don't know anything about it. I'm not a Soulsborne. Soulsborne? Soulsbirther. I'm not a Soulsbirther.
I'm not a Pet Life Tag Soulsbirther. It's like, I mean, it just looks like they made all of the monsters look like, yeah, it's a lot of art design decisions. They made a million art design decisions that would make total sense if you were like making a Western AAA game. Like they just did all of the most expected decisions for that. Every monster looks like a big meaty Doom enemy. It looks like default concept art.
like when you go to the concept art forums, like that's what it looks like.
Right, it looks like concept art forums. It looks like NVIDIA box art. Like, it looks like Doom or Diablo. It looks like Fortnite. It doesn't quite look like Fortnite, but it looks like all of the it's like Souls games have this like very, like, I hesitate to use words like quirky, but it definitely has this charm to it where it's not like, it's kind of like mysterious and cryptic, and not afraid to be like slightly like almost like playful and funny in its creepiness, rather than trying to be like, what's like the most gross and overly serious like kind of like edgelord monster we can make. And that kind of like almost tweeness is like what I would call like that's what the kind of like blueprint version of Demon's Souls looks like.
Oh, that's why you said you wanted to go on a Blueprint rant. I was like, what did Blueprint do this time?
Blueprint is the studio that did the remake. I mean, it's like all of the art direction decisions are like, it's like, oh, this game is 60 frames per second. There's a million particles effects. Like it looks better, but the art direction is really whack. And it misses a lot of things that like were interesting. Oh, Blue Point, sorry.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah. The whole time I was thinking like of a different Blueprint company that's local, and I was like, I didn't know they were doing remakes now.
I've been working a lot within the Unreal Engine 4 recently. So.
I'm gonna keep doing your Blueprint rant. I am gonna go pee real quick.
Oh yeah, go
but
for it.
I did want to point out to the chat, so this line right here apparently was overcast, the shades caught them off guard. A big theme in the game is that the shades can't really be out in like direct sunlight. If I remember correctly. So that's why we're talking about shades in the Northern Plains right now.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get all of my Blue Point hate out of my system before Jay gets back. Yeah, like, Souls series, like, I don't know, it's just, like, especially Demon's Souls has a lot of, like, weird things, like the Adjudicator, like, this giant demon with a huge tongue and, like, like, a little bird on its head. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily put, like, the blame on Blue Point directly. Like, I would definitely say, like, I'm sure... because that game like meets Western gamer expectations and like box art and concept art like looks so much like that. It's like we're clearly trying to make this look like the edgy thing, and we're trying to eliminate all of those weird soft edges to them. Like that to some people like myself made it look really cool. It like was part of its like charm and what I like about it. Like even old tabletop RPG monster manuals look really weird and have like a lot of bizarre like ideas in them. Like they're kind of like they're going back to this like root point that like used to actually like got interpreted as a really serious in a modern sense, but even on the Western side was really strange. So like I think the problem is like Blue Point is 2 for 2 because like every complaint about Demon's Souls is like kind of echoed with Shadow of the Colossus. But again, I think it's maybe less on Blue Point in both cases because it's like you have similar expectations. Like there's this platonic gamer out there that like wants video games to look a certain way, like wants them to be serious, wants them to like look edgy, and this has this particular idea of like what signifiers of that look like. So anyways, like I won't put it like, I'm not going to be too harsh on the hardworking developers. I'm more upset at the expectations and the executives who demand that they be catered to. Oh, I don't know. I have to be just talking shit at this point because I wouldn't like you shouldn't believe anyone who thinks that they know what was happening on a decision-making level at a game company, period. Because that's just almost impossible to know unless you were like actually there. Like I'm sure that. And again, it's like if you were building a game from the ground up, so it's correct. I wish that they had said that. I would have liked it.
Let's make it bad. I want gamers to hate it.
That sounds like a game that I would like.
Yeah, I wish more games would just openly say, "Let's make this terrible." I think that's why I like Yoko Taro games.
Really bad.
And like Suda 51 games is because they're just very unapologetically like, we're gonna put all of our design choices in like the things that people don't put into games, and we're not gonna put them in the things that people want in a game.
Now, I will say that I have interviewed for positions at AAA studios before, and they were all like, and they were for developers who were looking for an interior designer. So this was like RPG studios that would make RPGs, and they were like, you play Witcher 3, and like Witcher 3 is the thing that we are trying to make something that looks like The Witcher 3. Like that's what every Western like AAA RPG is trying to make something that hits the same things.
Honeybee, I would love a Yoko Ono.
Yeah, actually,
let Yoko Ono make a game. She made that weird like guidebook thing where it was like hey, do all these things. Like somebody needs to hire Yoko Ono to do like game concepts.
Oh, is she really having health problems? That's really sad.
She is old, unfortunately, and that's
no.
It's really weird reaching a point like where artists that like were ubiquitous in some way in the pop culture when I was a kid are now like old enough to start old enough to start having like major health problems or passing away.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it makes me sad.
Anyway, I have to go kill 10 shades in order to
Oh yeah, we're playing an RPG, baby. Old enough to start dying. Gosh.
that is like what if they made like a Western Nier remake, like that's what the tagline would be. It would be like Nier,
yeah.
Old enough to start dying.
You can throw that. You can absolutely throw that line in. Oh wow, it's super overcast now.
Yeah, it's because the shades are coming. Hold on, I'm moving this dog around like it's a chess piece.
Oh my god!
No, get back.
It's moving so fast.
Ah, dang. Okay, the collision caught up. What I love is it's like some of these things I'm like, is that the emulation? But like, no, this is a great emulation. Like this is a perfect emulation. That's just how the game plays. That guy popping in, that's how this game plays. Can I kill his face?
Dog sliding. Getting
it's
the
a
knife
dog
is
sliding puzzle.
inspired by Homestuck. I heard that so I read Gideon the Ninth. It was okay. I think I didn't love it as much as I was hoping, although it was a fun time. However, when I heard that the author of Gideon the Ninth was called out for Homestuck fanfic that she had written, I was like,
what?
What did I have no chance. We're talking about this novel called Gideon the Ninth. It's like a science fantasy about lesbian necromancers. It's a fun page turner.
Okay.
There's like a couple of sequels. I haven't read them. I just read the first book. But I did hear that she got called out for problematic Homestuck fan fiction. So I'm like, I have no choice but to stand for forever content.
Isn't it great when like somebody gets called out for something where you're like, well, I have to defend that, not because I think it's good, but because I don't think you should get called out for that.
Right, exactly. I'm like, I actually, okay.
I think you could be made fun of for that, but I don't think you should get called out for that.
You should definitely not. So actually, I was just thinking about this. I'd like to make a list of people who I have no choice but to stan. Like literally no choice.
I'm imagining it in like the format of those like before you follow card pages that kids have, where it's like instead of a like kin list, it's like a but no choice but to stan list, and it's like it brings me no pleasure to report that I must stan these people.
Like famous trans people with annoying opinions, but who get yelled at just because they're trans and visible online.
Yeah, like just like disproportionately yelled at for like what they do.
Anyone who's disproportionately yelled at, like there's.
Speaking of, I can't wait for Charlotte Clymer to sign back up to be a vet now that Biden's in office, and she promised that she would do that.
Good lord.
But yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. Just like the people where you're just like, man, this person's annoying and kind of sucks, but like they're not that annoying, and so now I must defend them.
Right. They're like, it's like they might be cringe, but they're part of my community. Damn it.
Zoe, like, callouts in 2020 are just a way for people to yell at people for being cringe. Unironically, I have seen callouts where I'm just like, I was like, if you were like harassing this person, but for like normal reasons, I wouldn't care. Cause like you can't get someone fired because like they're cringe, but you can get them fired for being called out.
That's just calling the HR Cartoon Network trying to get someone fired for being cringe.
Hello, yes, I have something to report about one of your background cleanup artists. Yeah, they posted cringe. I just didn't know if you wanted somebody who's cringe to be working on your television show. I thought we were trying to raise our children to be based.
Shut up. They have a documented history of cringe.
It's just so disappointing when it's someone in the community because, like, you know, the LGBTs have been struggling for centuries to get rid of this, to move past the stereotype that we're cringe, and then along comes old cringy McGee. Yokotaro, there we go, level 3.
Oh gosh.
What happened if the Steven Universe storyboarder? Which one? A lot of them have been called out at this point. I think being a Steven Universe storyboarder gets you a call out at this point. I think that's just cited as the source.
This is a hell conversation.
Oh, Cinnamon John. Yeah, no, she did catch some flack for the Edda and Eddie fan art, but she did get a lot of leeway on that because she was like literally the same age as the characters when she drew it.
Yeah. Oh, good lord.
And much like juvenile court, being underage is a defense in criminal charges of being cringe.
It certainly ought to be. Like, all of us were born cringe.
But it is through struggle that we become based.
Yeah, it's a very Catholic theology there. Absolved of our cringe by our Lord Jesus Christ.
I'm more of like a Calvinist take on it, where it's like I believe that some people are born destined to be cringe.
Yeah, do you think that people are absolved of cringe by their works? Do you become based by your works or through faith?
These are the questions I can't be asking on Twitter because I got banned. I got banned for not being too based. The cringe contingency is silencing me.
Yeah,
and my doctrine.
Twitter is missing out on all of these hot takes.
I remember when like in the good old days before I was banned, me proposing my political compass chart, but it was like based to cringe and epic to fail.
Oh my god!
Because I was like, you can be epic and cringe, and you can be based but fail. But you can't be like based cringe.
You know.
Or no, sorry, I think it was win to fail, maybe. And then epic was the Z-axis.
Oh.
Oh, that's weird. I plummeted to 0 followers? Oh, you're back.
Yes. 0 people are watching this. Oh my god.
Is everything alright?
Canada's Mondo's prayer is gonna fucking slay me.
Cat's right. Yeah, things can become so cringe that they become based again, and vice versa. It's actually an interesting principle. There's nothing. I've been so worried. Like, I sent you a really dangerous situation, and if something had Popola, I'm fine. You can stop worrying now. That's like another thing that's definitely a holdover from him being a teen. Is like, imagine like the librarian who's like a decade younger than you being like, "Oh, I was really scared that you got hurt when I sent you out to kill those monsters." No, Kaine is 100% epic. Kaine is epic and based. Oh, by the way,
oh, true.
Some money. Thanks again. Go buy something nice for Yona. Okay, got it. Yona loves swords.
I will say, that like, I like actually interpreted the way that like, Popola is, kind of like maternal towards Dad Nier as being like. Well, as you will see as the story unfolds, there's kind of like an explanation
for it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lore explanation for why she like.
I'm very glad that everyone's shitposting the chat about the characters already. Just like Nier entering the workforce at 35. Emil, here's a lunar tear, Kaine, because you're epic. Don't be so angry. She's ready to ask a question. What about? She's asking about the outside world. Uh-oh. Why would she care about what happens outside the village? I don't know. Oh, well, I guess...
Nier is the default name of the protagonist.
Oh, yeah. Nier is the default name. We named them Yoko Taro. Because it's funnier. Thanks, I'm sorry she was bugging you. It's not a bother. Okay. Alright, time to go see my daughter. Time to go see my epic daughter. Yeah, Nier is actually a different guy. Our guy's Yoko Taro. Different guy completely. Very similar though. Man, I love duck rolling around. Oh, hold on, you gotta...
Nier is the Princess Yoko Taro is the name of the hero.
Oh wait, can I plant things yet? No, I don't have a garden. Okay.
Come on.
Oh wait. Hold on, there's a blue thing on my map. Oh, that's just the save. Wait, is it just the save?
Oh, it's mail. You got mail.
Yeah.
Because it's doing. Oh no, that is the same.
Okay, weird.
It's
Yeah,
spawning rooms.
It's weird that you can also get mail like at the save point,
Right.
so you have to check it sometimes just to see if there's mail.
I know that there's mail.
You know, I'm not gonna go buy anything for you. I need to save up my money to get more swords. My man Nier just loves swords.
He loves swords. Can't get enough.
He's the guy who, like, at the flea market, like, beelines to the dude with the big swords and the ICP flag.
Well, you need to, like, it's like, you gotta spend money to make money, and you make money by hitting things. Oh my god!
Just wanted to see if I could glitch that out. Uh-oh.
Yona.
I swear, she's gone to the library again.
No daughter of mine is gonna read. Fuck, not if I had something to say about
Yona, these books can hurt you. What if they're... You've got a strange disease of some kind. What if the book has diseases in it?
Yeah, that is a legitimate quandary, I suppose.
Yona, don't. They say knowledge is infectious. No. Yona, what if you pick up and fall into a good book and hurt yourself? Doesn't look like she's here.
Okay, good night. Sorry we drove you away.
Oh, good night, Alaska Spicy. Thank you for coming. The VODs for all of these and more are going to be on my YouTube channel. It's linked down below. This song gives characters eyes a bunch of generic anime tropes their design should exemplify, then making the characters the opposite. Oh, 100%. Like, I love it. So I love how he, like, designs his characters as tropes and then writes them in the exact opposite direction of them. Is there any here? No, haven't seen her. That's strange. She's not home either. Really? Yeah, I figured she came here to bug you some more. Nope, she's been back since earlier. She should be home by now. Did she say where she was going? No? She just asked me where she could find a Lunateer. She's so cute. I told her they used to grow around the Lost Shrine. Why the hell is Yona asking about Lunateers? Oh, god damn it!
It's your fault,
Yona,
bro.
Yano, Laurel. Okay.
Yeah, it's really fun. I remember, like, when Drakengard 3's, like, early promotional stuff was coming out, they were, like... They had all of this stuff about the characters that was definitely, like, was not true. Like, there's a lot of, like, description and stuff that is, like, true to that to their character in, like, the setting, but any actual in-game interaction with them is completely... absolutely completely different.
I love this description of, like, Yoko describing Ninus to character designer. He's a sweet baby boy. Yoko writing Ninus' lines. He's racist. What's the fastest way to... I gotta get to the Lost Shrine and fast.
Oh, God.
Damn it, Yona. I have to get to the eastern gate.
Like,
Quick, which way is east? Look at that. Oh, dog. Dog move. Dog move. Dog move.
I can't see this chat. Oh my god, the degree to which this dog moves with such speed.
Yeah, it's like you bump into it and the dog like runs so fast. I think until it hits the edge of like its walks. Like I'm assuming this is the boundary of where the dog is allowed to move, and so I can't move the dog past that point.
I can't move it because it's like
Say,
normally there would be some sort of resistance when you're shoving something. Like that's very frequently, but there's none of that here.
Yeah, no, it's like putting two opposite same magnets together. I have to find Yona first. Wait, what? Isn't that the eastern gate? Oh no, I'm dumb. The eastern gate's that way. All right, well I'll just cut across this lake. I have to find Yona first.
Time to lightly touch some water and die immediately.
And immediately explode like I'm Sonic. And then wash ashore like 5 feet away.
Oh my god. Yoko Taro drowned. Poor Yoko.
He's fine. It's like the Benjamin creepypasta. That's how we got the Yoko Taro we know and love. I like that you can't even talk to people.
I have to find Yona.
It's like he's just going up and saying this to people. What's that? Well, it's a glowing thing. Of course I'm gonna pick it up. You don't need to tell me.
Yona.
Yona.
I can't believe she really went to the lost shrine.
Oh, I can't believe you. This is like a very Neil Breen line. I can't believe you went to the lost shrine. I can't get you out of this one.
She went to the lost shrine.
Her ribbon came undone because she was just in such a hurry to get to the lost shrine.
Oh yeah, we're about to reach the beginning of the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, Chad. This has mostly just been basically tutorial stuff. We're not even actually really done with the tutorials because I still have to learn how to garden.
Right. Yeah, you're gonna have like, yeah, you don't even have the book yet.
God damn it!
God, the hit stop on the kicks is so fucking good.
It's wild that the goats are so overpowered. The goats and the sheep, I guess. Oh, I gotta hide at least. Gather! Gather! Thank you. Oh, some silver ore. So that's the way to the lost shrine. God, this music is so good.
Yeah, it's...
Come back here!
I feel like everyone talks about like the importance of music in games. I think cannot be overstated.
Thank you for following. Or Omega Nitros. Okay. I don't know why I read that as Omegan Eateros.
Oh, Megan Itros.
Oh, that goat did not take that very well. I'm actually gonna have to remember to put in my put in my queue, my YouTube playlist.
You can't approach them from behind.
Or the front. You gotta approach them from the side.
Kill you.
I think it's just meant to be 1 frame, but the hit stop frame rate drops the frame rate to single digits. Yeah, that's a Yoko Taro game. There's even like some parts of like Automata where like the game can lag a little, from what I remember. At least when I was playing it on my console, which admittedly could very easily be on the way to like just dying at any given moment. What was this movement?
Oh, let's look at this. Yeah, what the?
Yona couldn't have possibly made it back here. Maybe she found another way. Why did
maybe
you like
the ladder that's like within frame?
Yeah, like why would you approach this and be like, wow, there's all these rocks here. She can't have gone here. I wonder how she like where she went. And it's like, well, I would imagine she'd go for the stairs and ladder first.
That speaks to me of a level hastily redesigned at some point in development.
Fuck. Check this out. You can do a back roll as well. Like Zelda does.
Oh yeah, he's got it.
Or like Link does. Oh!
Y'all mind if I backflip into this cutscene?
Here's an area we're gonna come back to a lot. My daughter is too frail to climb. Yeah, that's true. What if she gets to the, you know, it's like the altitude could be too high. She might catch a cough. She might catch more sickness.
Sickly failed daughter is definitely... I really hope that... I can't tell if fail daughter was a typo from frail.
Oh,
but it really does fit with our previous conversation.
Oh yeah, my favorite thing is just describing characters in media as fail. Like, my fail daughter and my fail dad.
Yeah, and in my day, I'm old enough when things were either epic or fail, and we didn't have any of this based or cringe nonsense.
Well, cringe had to be invented because overusing fail became fail itself.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
true.
a word had to be described.
We needed to create a new word to describe it.
Is 9S a fail son? He's a fail brother. 9S has like fail little brother syndrome.
Yeah. Fail walks so cringe can run is making me dissociate.
Oh God. Hardy,
Yeah, you can.
As problematic as that is, reading fail aids immediately was like, God, that takes me back to a dark time of high school.
Yeah, that.
Whoa.
We used to live in a really dark time.
It's very funny to me whenever I see people post things like trip friend, and I'm like, you're not kidding anybody. Like,
Yeah,
I know what that word. I know the second half of that word. It's not trip friend.
Yeah, I definitely like. Goodness, I saw somebody on Twitter with a username where I was like, I know what that second word actually is.
Yeah, it's every now and then you just see something like that, and you're just like, you can't trick me. It's not care poster. I know what the other word is.
Right. Whenever a Zoomer like tells me that they've been on 4chan, I'm like, you don't have to do that. You live in a really different era where that doesn't have to be your experience.
Yeah, like it's because it's not even like that's where like all the good content comes from anymore.
Right, like there's like things don't. The only thing that originates from there is well,
racism.
racism.
New forms of racism.
I was like,
new forms of racism and like piracy. Like 4chan is where you go if you don't know how to use any other piracy thing.
Right, it's like don't young child accept your blessed existence. I mean, Twitter really just is the addictiveness of a site like 4chan, like engineered for mass consumption.
Yeah, no, it really is just normie chan.
Where are my Death Cult kids at? I mean, I do understand that Zoomers want to end all existence, and I really respect that. So in that level, I can understand why they're on 4chan, but
like, even if you're gonna be on a Chan board site, I feel like there's better ones at this point.
Indeed, there must be some sort of alternative.
I was in our Discord, coming for you, Yona. In our Discord, we were talking about, like, because I was never an LGBT user, even in my old times in which I used to browse 4chan. So I was, like, learning the history thereof. And, and it sounds insane. But it also sounds, like, kind of insane in, honestly, not in any different way than any other, like, online LGBT space has been.
Yeah, that's probably fair. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like now we have everyone's real names attached to it, and now like moms are getting in on it, which is maybe the wildest part.
I remember somebody in our chat had a thing where they were like, at the very least with like LGBT, like there being these like messes of like babies, gays and stuff, and like dealing damage and poison to each other in the same way they are online still. But their actual real life name and face aren't attached to it. And I was like, the second they said that in their Discord, I was like, fuck, that's like, honestly, like, yeah, I gotta give it to that. It's like, if you're gonna get poisoned either way, at least you can get the poison where when you log off, it doesn't follow you.
Right, yeah, at least you're not gonna get like a call out post in 10 years where you become a storyboarder on a Cartoon Network show.
Yeah.
If you post it on All GB. Yeah, I respect that.
Zoe, I love hearing your old LGBT stories.
These stories are making me dizzy. Who's trying to pronounce the beam? Oh my god. god.
Oh man, I can't wait to get that book.
Feels like an appropriate conversation to be having on a Yoko Taro game, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Even though it's giving me so much brain damage.
It's like, I get why, but I also, like, am just amazed at how much Yoko Taro's games are just, like, within the queer culture without necessarily having any explicit queer content. Although this game does have a canonically gay character, but the American translation does not include the line that hints to it. Or rather, it changes it so that it's less obvious. Check out this cool wall jump.
Damn it, I realize you could wall jump in this game.
Yeah. You basically just, like, kick it. Or you roll into it, rather.
Yeah, it really propels you.
I feel like I've, like, used it for things, but I don't remember what. I guess I'll find out as I play the game.
I think the cooking board is really good. It's a great 4chan concept because it's like, it's just that same culture, but like people sending death threats to each other over like
food,
baking lasagna. Like that shit is really, really funny.
Okay, let me also say I can abide a lot of like apologism for various internet atrocities because like whatever, a lot of me and my generation and our cohorts had our own atrocities, but the one thing that I can't abide is people telling me that like, oh, 4chan's great for having conversations on. Like, no, it isn't.
I
like,
can't imagine it take like that.
Like I guess to an extent, but if your argument is like that, like people can't have honest conversations on like other websites, it's like, dude, 80% of the conversations on 4chan are people lying to piss you off.
Right? It's like, yeah, there's not people having real conversations on there. People kidding. I love this side conversation about owned and pronouncing the P. Is like a really good side conversation about that era of 4chan, or in general internet culture, really.
If there's one thing, hey, I've got one of the best Discord, I got one of the best group chats around. Come on down, we'll discuss semiotics. While I play puzzles. While I do little puzzle games and like weird horror games. I need to figure out if I'm gonna start doing streams on Friday and stuff as well. I'm probably gonna, especially while my Twitter is still banned, probably stick to Monday and Wednesday. Maybe I'll add Friday and do some other game on those days.
Yeah, it could be nice to have like it's so funny. My schedule has filled up so much with like after work stuff. It's really funny. Like I have streams on Monday. I usually want to like play Dark Souls with like Fern and Jamie and another friend, and I play Guilty Gear with like, or I play Gundam with Pat on Thursdays and Guilty Gear on Fridays.
Oh, nice. Oh, also, if you ever want me to like join one of y'all's streams, I love coming up on people's streams and stuff. I usually am up on Chloe's and Farmer's.
Yeah, definitely. Like Fern and I have just been doing it very chill. We've been playing Teardown, which is an incredible game.
Ooh, what's that? I've never even heard of that game.
It's like, it's in early access right now, and it's like it's a voxel-based like heist sim. So it's like everything is like done with like 3D voxels, so it's like Minecraft except on like a much smaller scale.
Oh,
so like
okay.
It's basically like you can destroy any building and basically like they have like these big environments that you can make a huge mess of, and essentially the way that the game works is that you're kind of like, they have like these targets that like are alarmed, so when you pull off the first one, you basically have 60 seconds to collect all of the targets and then leave. so it's basically about like creating this perfect escape route using the destructibility of the environment, and like it's really quite funny because it's like a world where everything is made out of graham crackers. Like there's no other way to describe like the physicality of it. So it leads to a lot of that like organic like chaos humor that games are so good at.
Yeah.
I feel like people said "leet" like they pronounced it like that. I feel like that was more common than elite.
Yeah, no, I always ever heard it as just elite rather than elite.
Yeah, I always remember people saying leet. But anyways.
Although, of course, we now have the Nirvana dagger, which is a new weapon, so it kind of controls a bit different. It's got like a heavier weight to it, so it's kind of chunkier to swing around.
Oh yeah, it's big and meaty.
Yeah, first new weapon of the game.
Oh yeah, that's right. They haven't. Well, we didn't get enough money.
No effect.
Oh my god, this like the ancient.
Oh yeah.
is actually killing me. I feel like we're like retreating back in time.
See, just seeing like that kind of weaponry, yeah.
Is there any point to the hit counter? I don't think there is. I think it's just there to be like,
I assume
here's what you're doing.
Stronger with progressive hits, and I think you can do combos. Like I feel like, especially once we get the book, there's stuff that it involves with that. But it could also just be that it's just like, well, that's the thing games have is hit combo counters. So this game has them as well.
You know that one like Venn diagram that was like. Yeah, Teardown like really operates on this kind of like dream logic where it's like, rather than like take the stairs, the fastest thing to do is to shotgun a giant hole through the floor and fall down through it. Like, it's really fun. Like there's some good. I posted some clips of it on our stream. Hey, I drove a crane onto a boat so that I could drive the boat to the shipping container because it had like one of those alarms attached to it so that I couldn't like take the item that was alarmed, but I could move the whole shipping container onto the boat. And it would have worked but the boat sprung a leak, and so I had like all of the weight of the shipping container and the crane like balancing each other out as this boat is like sinking into the water, and it's just like, yeah, it's an incredible game. I did not succeed.
I think Jam's just joined.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
And Chloe is raiding with a party of 9. Thank you, Chloe. Oh, and there's Chloe. Let me move Chloe over.
We were just playing Valorant.
Yeah, I'm in prison right now. If you can see on the chat.
Prison in game and in real life.
Yeah. We were talking about oh god, I can't Takedown, right?
Teardown. Teardown's the game.
And I'm currently going to the Lost Shrine to find my daughter. The opening of this game is that you were fighting Shades as this unknown man, and you were trying to save your daughter Yona. And then 1,000 years pass, and now you're a different guy, or maybe the same guy, and you're with your daughter in a small town, and she's sick, and she's looking for a lunar tear to make herself, to wish herself healed.
Got it.
And I'm fighting Shades, which are these things.
Whoa.
They look cool.
I haven't played this game, but I've heard many good things about it. I've heard it's multiple genres in one game.
It's you will definitely see.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I got a drink coward, and I've been banned from saying the word daughter.
More people trying to silence Jay.
Yeah. Yeah, I should really take that away after Twitter has already repressed me. Ooh, I'm level 4. Hey.
After Twitter's
when will it end?
banned every word.
Oh, Pumpkin Sovi, thank you for following. Y'all have met Avi, right? Avi, you've met James and Chloe.
Yeah.
We met. I think it was a while ago, but we hung out in like Bell. No,
God, that was like
Belltown.
one of your older apartments, Jay.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a few years ago.
That makes sense.
That was so long ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago at that point.
Chloe and James actually now live here in Seattle, and they moved here literally the week before quarantine started. So we didn't hang out because they were still unpacking, and we were like, we'll just hang out next week.
8 months later.
8 months later, this is the most we hang out.
The last thing we did was buy our furniture from IKEA, and then after that, everything fucking closed down.
Oh no, that is.
I'm at least happy. I'm at least happy we got our furniture,
Yeah.
which is we got it one day before everything fucking locked up, which is so nice. But yeah, we moved here to hang out with. We haven't been able to see anybody.
That's the worst. Oh my god. Moving here to hang out with friends, and now they are so close but so far.
Bent has banned me from seeing game.
These are gonna be 2 hard words.
I'm gonna say work. This piece of fiction. This title.
Thank you so much, Enigmatic Fox. Sorry for having this really horrible conversation.
No, please. The people come to this chat to see the horrible conversations.
That's good.
You guys missed our dialectic argument about cringe and based and fail earlier.
Oh my god.
Oh, what was the conclusion? Or what?
I literally don't even remember where the argument was going.
Like, cringe had to be invented because fail became so fail. We needed a new word to talk about it. I think was the.
Oh yeah, and we were talking about whether or not one is born cringe or becomes cringe.
We did have a bit of a theological argument about whether, whether you theologically believe that. Whether you're born with cringe, and whether it's by faith or by works that.
I was absolutely born cringe.
Born to cringe.
Also, I think cringe. I like cringe better than fail because I think cringe is good. Fail is not good.
I believe
I
that.
think being fail is bad. Being cringe is good.
Hold on, I'm learning how to move boxes.
Yeah, there's a sort of sincerity behind cringe, whereas fail doesn't really. Fail is just fail.
Cringe illuminates, fail obscures.
Socrates
said that.
Yeah, I actually.
You never want to be epic fail. That's the worst.
Yeah, that's the worst kind of fail there.
But can you be epic cringe?
Yeah, no, you can be all kinds of epic cringe. What, let us look at one of the patron saints of cringe, Christine Weston Chandler. Is she not the most epic of cringes? This is like there's that post I think about constantly where it's like the person is like, there's literally been one other person in history who has had more words written about them than Christine Weston Chandler, and it's probably just Adolf Hitler.
Oh my god.
Lovelane, I'm in jail because I have been banned from Twitter. I was silenced for speaking the truth, specifically for criticizing the implementation of the fleet system, and in the process joking about shooting my roommate in the face.
Ironically proving that there's at least some moderation on Twitter.
I would argue there's not enough moderation on Twitter.
Yeah.
Except after Jay told me exactly what they got banned for, I searched that phrase on Twitter and ended up finding like
dozens of people saying the same thing in replies to people.
Yeah.
Because my whole point was like I was showing to my roommate like, look, when I put your tweet in my fleets, it doesn't notify you, so I can say whatever I want. And so I just typed into it like, I'm gonna shoot you in the fucking face. New death and I think I said new death threat platform just dropped. Oh, I've been banned from Twitter now. I've been banned from saying Twitter.
You've been banned from mentioning Twitter.
I've got a restraining order out against me.
Oh my god. Can't even speak its name. Bird website. I love calling Twitter this website. That's my favorite nag.
I've also been banned from saying cringe now. Wow, I'm being robbed of all my topics of conversation.
Oh my god, and yeah.
You can't say based.
Do these word bans apply to just you or all of us?
It's guests can if they want to. Whoa!
Whoa.
They don't have to though. Is it a cool, neat trick?
Whoa! Speedrunner attack, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've watched a speedrun of this game, actually. I would love to do that.
Blinded Fish, to be fair, I usually only do the ban for like 15 minutes, because at that point is usually when I forget.
I like the idea of everybody banning all of the newest words, so you have to fall back till 2008 lingo. Like you start saying trolled for the win.
Oh, you have to say flamed? I feel like I've been flamed.
Oh man, I haven't been flamed in so long. I'm only ever get roasted.
Yeah, you get roasted.
Jay is in a flame war right now with Twitter.
Yeah. I was telling Avi at the start of this, I was like, my big thing with Twitter right now is I'm like, at the very least, if I can't use it, with the Bird website right now, is that if I can't use it, I want to just create as much grief for them as possible.
Oh, absolutely.
Go out with posts blazing. Can we
Who started this conflict?
You every day have to start a new novelty account and just keep on going until one of them gets a shitload of followers.
I can't believe they IP banned Jay. I can't believe.
Wait, what? They IP banned you?
Well, I tried to make a new account, and then that one got flagged because I think I tweeted about suspension. And then as soon as that flag got off, it immediately banned me. So I think I just need to use. I think I need to get an email and a Google Voice that's not connected to me.
Yeah. It's honestly probably because of your phone number.
Because like I was looking at Twitter because I was searching about it, and I was literally seeing multiple accounts that were like, my other account got suspended. Here's the other account that it used to be. Follow me on this account. And I'm like, why can this person just tweet that?
Yeah, it's literally just because they didn't use the same phone number, probably.
Yeah, so that's basically what I'm gonna do. Okay. I gotta save Yona, guys.
It's so funny, like, getting banned for ban evasion is like doesn't feel like a thing that modern websites have, you know?
It feels like it really feels like it's like why can't I get through this? It kind of feels a lot like it's like getting double jeopardy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That feels like a sort of old forums thing where a mod is like, I know who you are. Get out of here.
Right, like that's the
Twitter's
thing.
way too big for that.
Yeah, right.
I don't even know how you like report someone for that, because I've seen people be like, report this person for ban evasion, which is A, snitch move, but B, it's also like I look at it and I'm like, how? Like there's no option to do so. What?
When I was
there
younger,
it is. I said it one more time.
Oh, nice. When I was little, I got banned from a Sonic role-playing forum. And I tried to get back on, but I had the same name, but just one of the numbers changed. I kept the same forum signature and everything.
Oh my god.
And they just messaged me, and they're just like, "You pathetic! You think you can get back in here? We know who you are. Don't try this again." And I was little, so I got really scared.
Oh my god. That's adorable.
Wait, Elbet, who's this Twitter person who got banned, like hell banned? Oh wait, we're about to meet my favorite character in this game, the Blob.
Oh yeah.
Stop. For the love of all that is holy, stop pounding me.
Oh, we Peppermint wants
really
a mod
well
poll.
Voice acted too.
Hold on, I'll do the poll while we watch this. Poll.
What poll are you gonna make?
I'm trying to see. Oh.
Yona,
By the heavens, I have never been treated in such a manner. I am a being of incalculable importance, and yet you approach me as a common cockroach.
Yona, talk to me. Yona, Yona.
Yona.
This is why I hate dealing with people. Now see here, I admire your pluck. One man going alone against impossible odds.
Is this supposed to be a boss fight?
But such a
Yeah, but I'm listening
I
to them
think
all
it's
talk.
gonna have one.
you stand in the presence
Let 'em
of
run through their
ancient
dialogue.
wisdom. I am a text of the darkest, most arcane type, and I could be of great assistance to you.
All right, the poll is what should my reread name be?
I could strike back these mindless creatures like mere flies were I so inclined.
I love this. Just like, hey, we're gonna let you listen to this conversation while you just stand and wait.
Duh, erased envy.
Duh, erased envy.
I will grant you one final chance. Bow your head and accept my power, or go it alone and fail.
All right, that sounds good to me. So this is Grimoire Weiss. This is the book that gives us magic. Ask the mysterious book for assistance.
That's a really great video game prompt.
Go to your local library for more information. Yeah, mysterious book has joined us. The main menu, opened by pressing start, has been updated.
How do we save Yona?
Oh, here we go. We got a Grimoire Weiss, and he keeps track of all of our things for us.
Oh yeah, that's
Quests.
right. You get all of your a huge amount of your menu comes from Weiss. Forgot about that.
Okay, so yeah, I was like, right. I was like, I'm pretty sure the stories are in here. I think they're in here, maybe. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that is a thing that I'm thinking about something else.
Oh, it's like that it's like these notes are like pasted in the pages of Grimoire Weiss. That's actually really cute.
Yeah.
I didn't notice this.
Because there's like this
Does he
note where
lie?
it's like a group of girls use this sword to consecrate a newly built temple with their blood.
Wow, queens.
Word edit. So this is gonna be where we can put magic spells and stuff on our various things. Martial arts. Oh yeah, I forget that we learned martial arts at some point.
That little blurb is all you
Fishing
got.
records, tutorials, documents. Yeah, we just got basically a new menu system. That's a little book, which I think is really
Once I
cool.
destroy these shades, the magic barrier should disappear.
Okay, we'll get to it.
You have to play 2.5 hours of this game to get a main menu. That rules.
Ah! I've unlocked the combos. Try it. To be fair, we a lot of this has been us kind of like slowly playing through it while we've been chatting and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's an intro where you get like all of your magic powers right from the start, and it kind of is like a brief tutorial that's like a prelude, and then 1,312 years pass, and then you do a couple of Zelda quests, and then you do this.
Oh, nice.
My full proper name.
Grimoire Weiss.
Blades on me, foul creatures.
Oh my god, I love this dude so much.
All right, let me see. He said we got a combo tutorial. So where's that at? Tutorial. So there are combos. Oh.
No way.
Okay. Well, thank you, Grimoire.
Single word, I, Grimoire Weiss, can shatter the very universe itself. Now, prepare to.
So here's a good bit.
Seems that the frantic bludgeoning you gave me earlier has caused my memory to escape me.
We literally beat the words out of a book. So he can't use magic spells because he can't remember any of them.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I got a drink, coward. Oh wait, he just remembered one of them. Blast. Which for people who were earlier, you may remember,
Oh yeah,
is this
hell
attack.
Yeah. Yes.
So to use our magic attacks, we have to fill up our blue meter, which is the blood. I don't really get why the blood meter is blue, but there you go. I love him. It's like, it appears that as I collect experience points, aka XP, I go up in levels, allowing me to unlock new moves and combos. Perhaps this can be of some use in your journey.
Time for a boss fight.
Oh, I love these little bossmans.
Yeah, these guys are cute.
Oh.
Dad Nier can use some moisturizer. Yeah, he could use some like Head and Shoulders too.
What the hell are these dudes?
They're enemies.
They're gonna be a boss.
Everybody voted for Punish Bear Hat, by the way.
Oh heck yeah.
Punish Madam Bear Hat. Oh.
Oh. Whoa. Oh, the fucking music, by the way, in this boss battle rules. People can't hear it. Oh, fuck.
Is this game on Xbox 360 or is it PC?
Xbox 360 and PS3. This is the one that's getting a remake as well, that I believe is going to be on PC. I'm playing this on the PS3 emulator.
Oh, nice.
It is kind of hard to get now. I think you can get it on the digital with the PS3 store, but like finding physical copies is really hard because it was kind of a budget game, so it didn't get a ton of release at first. But check out these awesome fatal attacks. Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Forgot about this bit.
So finding physical copies of it can be a little hard. If you had to make yourself colorblind to one color, red, blue, or green, which would you choose? Red. Then the traffic lights can never stop me, baby.
Yeah, there are no PS3 games. God, I love that PS3 has no games coming back. Too. Did you see the joke that was like?
We can also reroute all of our, or remap our magic.
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
And I can order an animal.
Oh.
Orders animal dark lands. Yeah, you can use.
Oh.
You can use dark lands.
Wait, Avi, what were you saying about PS3 has no games?
Oh, I was just I enjoy that that's back again with the PS5. Yeah, the PS3 version was Brother Nier, and the Xbox 360 was Dad Nier. But that was in Japan. America never got Brother Nier on any system.
Oh damn.
Oh yeah. So the guy we're playing as right now is like, you know, that's my daughter over there. But the West only got the dad one because they decided that in the West they only like dads. But in Japan, there was a dad version and an older teen brother version who's like a dorky anime teen, and like that's the one that's going to be the HD remake.
Yeah, so if you got this game on PS3 in Japan, it literally was exactly the same except it had a different protagonist.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Anyway, check out this cool fatal attack now that I know how to use the lances correctly. Why did Yoko Taro decide to do that? Because he's crazy.
Why did he do that? Like, it was because they wanted to make the version for the West. I don't know how he got the approval to do it. There's a lot of wacky stuff in this game that, like, I'm not sure how anyone got convinced to do. Like, the part where this game just becomes a choose your own adventure where it's text only for a while.
Oh yeah, there's literally a text, like, Farber, the thing you were talking about earlier where you're like, oh, I heard this game has a lot of cool stuff, like does a lot of it. It literally changes genres for a couple levels, like here and there, and one of them is it becomes a text adventure game. Or like right here, where like some of the boss fights will have like bullet hell style stuff.
Well, that's because he just wants to make a bullet hell game.
And for some people, people won't let him, right?
Like, why won't they just let him get it out?
Oh, cool! I can block them from behind. That's.
Oh, that's great, actually. I like how it only makes the sound from the front, but you can still block. Nothing but the.
Wait, I just realized you play as Yoko Taro.
Oh no, that's how we named our character.
You get to name your character, actually.
I was about to say, wow, you play as the maker of this game. That rules.
That would be very funny. The default name of the character is Nier, so whenever we refer to Nier, we're talking about this guy. Bink, 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 bink.
I really like the soundtrack for this game. Even though I haven't played it, I have this video game playlist on YouTube, and I have a bunch of songs from this game.
This game
That's
has
a
an
beautiful
incredible soundtrack. I love like almost all of Yoko Taro's. They're one of the few like video game soundtracks that like I will listen to on their own. And that's not a thing I would normally do for anything, because like that's the kind of thing that people who are like, oh, Super Mario Galaxy is such a beautiful soundtrack. It sounds like I'm at an opera.
Listen to real music, nerds. But no, this has a really the soundtrack to this game is music.
Yeah,
and
is actual music. Oh, okay, it didn't freeze. I was like, did it freeze? But no, he just wasn't moving.
I might go, but have fun playing Nier.
Yeah, no, please. You're always welcome to join in the future if you ever want to as well. Oh, I got another drink, coward. Bye, Chloe.
Drink.
Bye.
Bye.
Sorry.
I hope you get out of prison soon.
God, me too. Thank you
see
for
ya.
helping put pressure on Twitter, by the way.
Free Jay Bear Hat. Raise awareness.
Yes, please raise awareness. Tweet free J Bear Hat hashtag at Twitter at J Fussy Baby Bitch. How long is the stream gonna last? I don't know. How long do you guys think? I could probably do till like 10.
I might peace out a little bit earlier than that, like 9:30 is probably. I could do like maybe till the end of this sequence.
Okay. Hey, I'm fine calling it at that point as well. If you wanna do that, and then we can just pick it up next week.
It's all right, Yona.
Yeah, I'm down with that. That sounds awesome.
Okay.
Are you hurt?
And does 7 generally work for you still?
Yeah, 7 will probably be the best time because that gives me plenty of leeway.
Perfect.
This shrine's gonna collapse. Come on, Yona. We have to move.
Okay. Yeah, we'll probably be wrapping this up here soon then, Peppermint. So you won't miss too much if you gotta sleep soon. When is 10 where you are? 10 would be in 40 minutes from now. Good night, Peppermint.
Good night.
Elbet just been like, work until 3 a.m. play more. I'm gonna try to figure out probably something to stream on like Fridays and stuff as well, since I don't have much else to do since I'm Twitter banned now.
Everybody email jack@twitter.com.
Yeah. God,
send
look
a death
how
threat.
awful fucking Nier looks. He looks so terrible.
He looks really haunted.
I love his just like his hair looks like if you like tried to iron a like anime wig with like a kitchen iron.
You wouldn't have to worry anymore. I'm sorry.
I saw you.
Don't worry about
Oh my god, when his eyebrows go up.
Yona. Yona, no.
Did you get into the henna tattoo ink again?
Oh my god.
That's henna. That's her sickness. Oh yeah, our daughter is very sick, by the way. She has the black scrawl.
She has the black scrawl.
Yeah.
Grandma, when did this happen? I'm so excited for next time when we meet Kaine because her interactions with Grimoire Weiss are like the fucking highlight of the
Yeah,
game.
that's when this game really takes off. It's where you get some Kaine action in there.
Month ago, maybe a little more. And I fear it is fatal. Oh, Yona. Alright, well, we gotta let her sleep. Oh, by the way, James, the sun doesn't set in this area, so when they say, like, it's time for bed, they mean, like, that the sun is, it's, like, 3 in the afternoon. Ooh,
Why doesn't the sun set?
Because the apocalypse happened. So, I was
Damn,
talking
that
about this
sucks.
earlier. The game is based on a joke ending of Drakengard 1, where the characters time travel to modern-day Japan and get shot down by a fighter jet, but that unfortunately releases an ancient dragon disease that causes the end of the world, which leads directly into the events of Nier.
Oh, hell yeah.
Why does it have to be Yona? Why not me? Of all people, why am I only
This
daughter?
voice actor really fucking sells it for Western audiences.
Thank you, Azakar. That's really sweet. That means a lot to me. Thank you for telling me.
Oh, but yeah, the fighter jets go for the call signs of Ace Combat. Oh, really? That's really funny. I did not know
Whoa, really?
Whoa,
The fighter jets that shoot you down at the end of Drakengard go by the call signs from Ace Combat. That's so funny.
Oh my god, they're part of the extended universe.
I was gonna say, especially because if I remember, he was like basically told to bolt on the Ace Combat style like flying sequences in that game.
Oh,
So
my
to
God.
have him end it with like them shooting his characters down is super funny.
And Ace Combat like takes place in some sort of like weird universe
Yeah,
as well. That's like not reality.
I've been meaning. I bought Ace Combat 7 on when it was on sale, and that's
I did
one of
too.
the games I've been meaning to stream because I love Ace Combat 4. It's like one of my favorite games, but I've never played any of the other Ace Combat games.
Oh really? I haven't played any of them, but I have a lot of friends who are fans who really liked this one, and it just seemed like such an intriguing game for so many reasons. Yeah, if you
Ace
stream it,
Combat
I would
takes
like to
place
watch it.
in the Paper Mario universe.
Yes, it has the JPEG of the dog.
Oh my!
If you've seen that cutscene where a bunch of like beautifully 3D rendered like women are like hanging out next to a static 2D JPEG of a dog, then
That is
the
incredible. Holy
reason I
shit.
bought that game was I was trying to think of a game to buy when the Steam sale was going on because I had Steam credits and I saw that picture on Twitter and it reminded me of the game and so I immediately bought it.
beautiful advertising. Oh yeah, and it's called Strange Reel, which is an amazingly beautiful name.
What
It
came
was a
out?
tribute to developer dog who passed away. That's so sad.
Speaking of dogs.
Dogs be like that.
I'm the former editor-in-chief of Zeal.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Nier yelling, "Of all people, why my daughter?" while pushing a dog across a field of collision physics.
My daughter!
Of all the people!
I'm so mad I'm gonna push this 3D model of a dog. I was the founder and editor-in-chief for a while. Jay was the editor-in-chief for the last couple of years, but Zeal no longer runs. We kind of shut it down, and then COVID happened, so I forgot to write a thing eulogizing it. Oh my god, I should do that. That's not really crazy.
It had basically shut down because I had been running it essentially at the time I was working like part-time and stuff, so I didn't really have like, I can't carry anymore. I didn't really have any like other projects going on, but I then launched Film Critters and then also started working full-time. and so I just
Oh,
did
rip.
not have the time to do Zeal editing anymore. And it wasn't even in a like, oh, I don't care about Zeal. It was just like I was recognizing like, oh, I like physically do not have the time to like give these articles the attention I used to. And a big thing I was always proud of with it was that I would give very thorough feedback. I'd give a lot of people recommendations. I had a lot of writers tell me that like I helped, like not like a self-bragging way, but just that like working with me helped them kind of like figure out how they wanted to tell the articles they wanted to tell. And I felt like, oh, if I can't do that, I don't really want to keep running Zeal, because I feel like it sort of defeats the purpose of it if I'm just kind of running articles because I have to run 3 articles every month.
Right, exactly. And like, because that was what I founded it for, was to not just to like give people opportunities to like get like editorial feedback and like get paid for their work, and that was like, and I handed it over to Jay because I was experiencing the same thing, because I was like, I had a full-time job, and then I was I think I handed it over to you like right after finishing We Know the Devil, because I was like, oh my god, like this is way too much.
Yeah, no, I remember. I remember literally because I had written an article or two for you. I did an interview with Kate Wirtz.
Yeah.
Like we did like a really good write-up. I did like a fun little write-up out of that, talking about her comics and like why I think they're really good. And so we had been talking, and you were like, "Oh, yeah, I'm thinking of like maybe paring it down or like retiring it." And I was like, "Oh, well, like I don't mind, like I'll take it." And I basically was like, I used to do editing work back in college, so like I had the history for doing it, and it was a really fun project. And then it became a thing that wasn't really long-term feasible.
Yeah. That's always been the problem with it, is because it's like like the amount of work that goes into it, it's like so small scale, but even that, like the Patreon didn't really pay.
Yeah.
For...
There were months where like I just didn't get paid for the work because I like wanted to give someone a better pay, because like, oh, they're doing a comic, but they're doing like 3 times as long as they normally do for their for like this comic, so like I want to make them paid properly. Or there was a couple times where we ran like huge articles, so I wanted to pay like fairly for them.
Totally.
That's so sad.
Yeah. This music played while we're eulogizing Zeal.
It's funny too, because one of my proudest achievements was someone wrote a piece for us before Nier Automata come out, talking about Yoko Taro's games, and that's what got me actually interested in playing them. And apparently, like, so few other people had written so thoroughly about his games that Yoko Taro himself, like, tweeted out the article.
Oh my god, yeah, that's right.
Like, that was one of my crowning achievements, was like this huge Taro fanboy messaging me, like, oh my god, Yoko Taro has like seen the article I wrote about his games. And I was like, oh, I'm super fucking glad that you got that opportunity.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's really awesome. I mean, like, I'm very, very proud of Zeal and everything that went into it. And like, I feel like Jay should get more credit, because like you were really like
Never mind the book.
the heart and soul of Zeal for as long as I was, and it was we did a lot of good work. But I feel like it's also the two of us recognize that like we have our own projects that we wanted to celebrate, and I think that like, you know, whoever fills in the void left by Zeal sunsetting, like, you know, like if you want any advice, if you want to start your own Zeal, you could message me, and I might email you back in like 3 months after you sent me an email.
You can
make Zeal too.
You can message me right now, and I can tell you. Zeal? I can tell you so much about it, because we had actually literally, I think Chloe, who just left at one point, was possibly going to take over Zeal, and then they got another job that like took up all their free time.
Yeah, it's. I mean, we're not taking down the articles or anything. Like they'll stay up.
Yeah, no, they're still archived because they're all up on Medium. Like they're gonna be up as long as Medium is up. I just put it in the chat, but if you search MammonMachineZEAL, it's like one of the first things that'll come up. I think at the worst, some of our old articles had gotten like weirdly like taken down or like archived, and I had to like pull them out of the Wayback Machine.
Yeah.
I remember because like we found out that some of Eva Ono Problems pieces, which were really good, like weren't on there, and I think we like had to manually recover them because there was some weird thing happened where like when their accounts got converted, it like delisted them.
Wait.
But I think even those old articles are back up here.
Yeah, and like, you know, if Medium ever goes down, we'll just host them on like my personal website or something. But yeah, wow, I wasn't expecting this to turn into a little Zeal eulogy.
A Zeal reunion.
Yeah, their Zeal reunion. Yeah. But yeah, it was just like we did. It started off as just a thing for my own writing, and then it became like my writing plus someone else, and then it became kind of like just a little thing where we published comics and criticism. So yeah, that's wild.
Is in your song?
So the song that Devil has been singing is about what the fuck is wrong with these kids? Is apparently about Grimoire Weiss.
Yeah, the Song of the Ancients.
Whenever considering a PDF or compilation available, I would, but it's a thing where it's like we generally kept it so that the rights to everything was retained by the people who wrote them. And I know a couple of the comics and like arts people have had them reprinted elsewhere. E gave me a print they did of their really good piece about Draco Harry /fiction.
Oh god, yeah.
And I've got that right up on my wall right now.
God, we have some like amazing early Carta comics there too.
Oh fuck
like,
yeah, she like really started out in like Zeal and
Yeah.
Vice. Was it Vice or Waypoint? I guess Waypoint was Vice. So
yeah, it was a little bit. It was that. I would love to do like. I mean, we could probably reach out to some of the people. Laura K's like play comics were so good. I loved those.
Oh yeah, I love Laura K.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like I studied it or anything. I can tell you bits and
It
pieces.
would be really cool to have a physical version of all of those, but
maybe we could like reach out to the people and see if maybe there's like maybe for some anniversary. Like.
Yeah, like if there was a way we could publish it without like taking profits away from people who worked on it, I'd probably be down for something like that. Also, Elben, I'm so glad that article was about Final Fantasy 15 or 16. I think it was like pink pilling people. Because I remember that was a very fun article to work with that person on, because we were specifically trying to avoid like a lot of pitfalls of that kind of writing at the time. But it was a thing where it's like, yeah, no, I have seen people turn trans playing this game.
There's this terrible black book that shows up and starts spreading disease all over the place.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
But then this white book appears and saves the world and everyone's happy. You know how it goes.
Books be doing that, yeah.
Books be doing that.
It's actually the story of Harry Potter versus, I don't know, Percy
Shut the
Jackson,
fuck up.
fucking whatever. Whatever the other young adult fiction book of the time is.
What is it?
Tell me about this black book.
Why didn't they
Where's
voice
it from?
Nevermind?
How does it work?
Yeah, I feel like
It's just a song.
I hope that there's some new places for Games Crit, because unfortunately, like Waypoint got like folded back into Vice, and like, yeah, I don't know what the place for
Someone's
is.
gonna step it up. Honestly,
Yeah, you
like,
gotta step it up, guys.
The thing I will say about it is that like setting up a Patreon or whatever for it is actually like not that hard. I think if you have the right people backing you, getting the ground floor is great. And a good thing to do is just like starting out with like good articles is a good way to do it. Like I said, if someone wants to email me, my email is jbearhat@gmail.com. J the letter Bearhat.
Jay's advice is, first off, you got to come out with some great articles.
Yeah.
You just gotta write some stuff that's good.
I mean,
none of
it's
that bad shit.
That really be how it is. Something you gotta do the work, but I don't know. I love giving people advice on making projects happen because
What kind of idiot
that's
sings a
like
song
literally
without
like
knowing what it means?
all of my life experience is making projects happen.
Yeah, there's like, I feel bad because I need to post that eulogy so people stop emailing me Zeal bitch.
I get them every now and then too, but I kind of don't like. I'm fine not responding to them because part of the problem that has happened is that our thing got content aggregated. So like those sites that are just
yeah.
like generic, like, are you a
Right.
freelancer? Like these are people paying. We'll just like post it there so people will pitch things. Because whenever I read them, I'm like, oh, you've never looked at this website. You have
You
no
have
idea what
no
we
idea
publish.
what we're even looking for.
You're just like shotgunning it because you saw that we pay for printing.
And I respect the hustle, but like you have to at least check the website of the place you're applying to.
Yeah. What kind of idiot?
This kind of idiot?
I love
Look,
Devola.
why don't you go to the library and ask Popola? She's smarter than me. Maybe she knows.
Popola, huh?
That's Popola. There she is.
Let's pan the camera over to this place.
Oh my god, thank you, Saturn. That's very sweet.
That's really
$25.
Okay, I do love that when you're done talking with her, the vocals come back in the song.
Yeah,
Because now she is able to sing.
Something wrong.
it's really good.
Just thinking.
That's right. There's so much good side conversation in this game, especially between
We should go talk to Popola.
Yoko Taro and
And Grimoire Weiss. Who's the voice actor for Devola? I don't know offhand. Rio Saturn, thank you again, by the way. They donated $25. And finally, people got to see what happens when you donate money, which is it puts a transparent PNG of Cinetwists on the screen.
Oh, hell yeah.
I was wondering why that showed up. There's so much information happening that I like barely processed it, but like I did see that transparent PNG as Cinetwists.
Elbent, I wish that they were that level of quality of writing, top 10 epic clapbacks in first-person shooter. It's really more things like why Call of Duty is good. Also, I agree. Fuck Jack. Thank you.
Top 10 sexiest poses in indie games this week.
Imagine you're like, hey, like, sorry to hear about your daughter getting sick, and they're just like, well, you could probably help me out. You know that song your sister's always singing? What's the deal with that song?
That's a real wild song.
Is that Grimoire Weiss? She like doesn't note the floating book until now.
Grimoire Weiss?
You know Weiss? I love that Grimoire Weiss is just a narcissistic book.
Yeah.
When the great black book, Grimoire Noir, plunges the world.
Oh, I thought he had
into
legs
chaos,
here. Like I thought the book was walking.
the white book, Grimoire Weiss, will appear with his sealed verses. He will then vanquish Grimoire Noir and restore harmony to the world. Or so the legend
It's a tar
goes.
book.
What's a sealed verse?
These records are really old. So I
If you
can't
were,
say for
like,
sure.
An all-knowing immortal
Imagine
book, you
it's
probably would
some kind of magic.
get kind of a big head about it. If you like could literally do magic.
True.
I wonder who
Because that
those
is-
3 people with the book were on that scroll.
That's it. That's the tweet.
Yeah. That's the tweet.
Because that is the thing, is that the dragon showing up introduces magic into the world,
Yeah.
which is
It
Part of what
introduces.
fucks everything
I
up.
forget what the disease is. We will learn what it is, but it introduces a disease in the world because the dragon's not supposed to exist in modern day Japan.
right, because the particles, white chlorination.
White chlorination syndrome. When we were doing a bit, when me and Megan were doing a bit where it was like try to be like what memes summarize the characters in this game, she sent me the what if you got to heaven and God said, nah, remember when you kept scrolling and it didn't hit that like? And she just said, this is what happens to the humans who got white chlorination syndrome.
Oh my god.
If the black book spreads chaos, if it spreads the black scroll, then the white book must be able to cure it. All right. I need to find these sealed verses. Is Yoko Taro writer or full-on director? Both, right?
Yeah.
writer and director for this game.
And star, as we can see.
I don't think that he's the only writer. But I think that he was, because I know, like, again, this is the last Cavia game, and he was writer and director for the Drakengard 1, but not 2.
I'm gonna be right back. Just keep talking.
But I don't know what his other roles were. He might have been like writer for various other games.
Does he write all of did he write all of the Drakengard games too?
He wrote so all of them, the Nier and Drakengard games except for 2. 2 he didn't have any involvement in. But yeah, that one's kind of like its own thing, and I'm not actually sure quite why. I feel like he worked for Cavia and did other things on it, but like I don't think he has any other like well-known writing credits.
I've only seen I've only seen Jay play 3. Is the first one good?
No, but I mean it's certainly quite an interesting game. From what I know, like I actually haven't played it, so Jay knows more than me on this because they've actually played through it. But my quick knowledge of Drakengard 1 is that it's actually more of a Muso game, whereas 3 is kind of like more of a Devil May Cry. There's a lot of wild off the wall like edgelord 2000 anime stuff that happens into it, and most of it got censored for the American release, so I think the result is a script that's like fairly incomprehensible, and it's mostly like a really bad Dynasty Warriors clone with some like sections where you fly on a dragon and shoot fireballs at things. And it has some of the Yoko Taro hallmarks, like collecting 1 million weapons and them all having weapon stories, and you need to like collect and upgrade every single one of the 100 or however many there are to get the final ending. And the final ending is this ridiculously difficult rhythm game that ends with a dragon impaling itself on the Tokyo Tower.
Oh my god.
Canon has banned it. To be fair, Drakengard 1 is not just a terrible Dynasty Warriors clone. It's also a terrible Ace Combat clone bolted onto a terrible Dynasty Warriors clone.
Muso, more like Kuso. Damn.
And it is literally a game that is awful to play because it wants you to like make it. Literally, the whole point of the game is like while you're playing, the characters in the game are constantly asking you, why are you killing so many people? Why are you doing this? Do you like this? Is this like something you find cool? Like, this sucks. Why are you doing this?
Right. It's like, it's his first kind of like stab at themes that come back in like a bunch of later works, especially Drakengard 3 and especially this game, where it's like, if you're a protagonist of a video game and you're killing 10,000 guys, that should make you a bad person.
Yeah, and that shouldn't make you the hero of the story. That should make you like a monster. But I love Yoko Taro going like full fighters, like truther here. Like, if he's real, then the song must be real, which means we can cure the Black Scroll. Like an interesting Spec Ops is like a great way to describe like all of his games. All of his games are very much so like critiques of the gameplay model.
Right, yeah, they're definitely like the stuff that like Spec Ops like finally did was he was already like touching into.
Oh yeah,
that's so
Nier
cool.
is also about 9/11. We're gonna see that later on in the game.
Yeah, it's kind of about.
Oh really?
Yeah, there's an area you go to that is very clearly supposed to be like America enmeshed in a constant civil war, or in a constant war with the Middle East situation, but it's a country that is at war with wolves.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of like the whole bit of this game. Like, I'm not sure if I really want to spoil it for anyone.
Let's not spoil it. We'll let people see it when we get to it. But the bit of the game is that a lot of your expectations end up being of like what the game is and like what it's about are false.
Right. It's gonna
spend like half of the game having a certain set of like, you're going to go through all of these things and then you're going to go through it again from a different perspective, and it's going to upend all of your like expectations. That was like that's like the big thing that Nier does. That's probably, I would say, like is much more adept than like the original Drakengard or Drakengard 3.
Oh, absolutely.
So
Like-
is the twist gonna be like a 9/11 was an inside job?
Yes.
It turns out that Grimoire Weiss can melt steel beams.
Yeah. At least Drakengard 3 is only about being a piece of shit asshole fucker. I would argue Drakengard 3 is also about like how does one turn into a piece of shit asshole fucker?
Yeah, and it is actually about like I think Drakengard 3 is kind of like, here's a person who's awful and monstrous and is still trying to do something.
I love games about awful people.
Yeah, that's why I mean I really like Drakengard 3. I'm a big Drakengard 3 apologist.
I love it. While I was streaming it, I kept describing it as like the awful, disgusting things that the characters you're playing with are always saying. I was like, that's Yoko Taro turning to the people who play video games and going, "This is you. This is what you sound like."
It's truly the Duke Nukem for women, and I feel like I'm okay with that.
That's a great tagline.
Yeah.
Completely mad?
Fine, so I'll kill them all, take what I need. You got
What an absurdly reckless plan.
So what's going on here is we're trying to find all the sealed verses, and we know that there's somehow linked to the shades that have been attacking lately, because we're looking for Grimoire Noir so that we can defeat him to defeat the Black Scroll and save our daughter.
I won't stand around while my daughter dies. Tell me where to find her.
Grimoire Noir.
Now wait just 1 minute. You're really gonna do this, huh? Well, alright. I've heard the Shades are gathering near a village called the Eyrie. It's past the bridge on the northern plains. They should be done with the repairs by now. I marked it on
The game was labeled Duke Nukem for her.
For her and curly pigglers, I have no clue what to expect. That's that Drakengard 3. That's what you would get.
Drakengard 3. That game exists. That's the most accurate description of Drakengard 3. If it was also
hey, if you loved Zero and Drakengard 3, you're gonna love the next character we're gonna be.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can just play Nier, and it takes a little longer for you to get to Zero, but God, she was a great Zero.
And be careful.
What? I didn't hear you. I was already outside.
Were you doing any foreshadowing?
You know I can't hear you when you're foreshadowing in your office. Some villagers may ask you to perform jobs for them. To view any such requests, press Start to open the menu, and then choose the quest tabs. So, should we wrap up here, or should we head to the next city and then...
I think wrapping up here sounds good to me. Or at least that's where I'm gonna have to piece. I know it's getting a little late for this old D.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I think we can save here then. We will be back next Wednesday at 7 again. Does anyone have anything that they want to promote right now as well?
Have any what?
Don't follow me on Twitter.
Oh, anything you want to promote, like any upcoming games or anything?
Well, we're playing Metal Gear Solid 4 tomorrow. We're finishing that game.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be on James Farmer's stream tomorrow.
Yeah, we're
Jams Virtual, and we're gonna be finishing Metal Gear Solid 4. Is Chloe still doing things on Friday?
I'm not sure about Friday. We may or may not be doing a YouTube watch party on Saturday.
Oh
so,
yeah,
which
and I will most definitely.
Which
do that,
yeah,
if you are.
both of you are invited to. Just gonna be playing stupid videos and hanging out and talking.
Yeah.
Poor girl.
What
That sounds
what is
awesome.
Nier doing? Well, he looked like he was like Rolfing at the mailbox.
Well, the old people walk cycles are crazy.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I'm glad you liked it, Izakir. Yeah, like I wanna try to get on a regular stream schedule. Mondays have been like horror games, so right now I'm doing Dementium 2 for the place or for Steam.
Dementium's so cute. I love that game.
Oh, Cinnamon John, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for putting the dancing girl on the screen.
You could follow MammonMachineZEAL for
Thank you.
the stream that myself and Fern do
Yeah.
every Monday.
I'll put that in there as well.
You can follow me on Twitter, but you won't get anything from it. Follow Future Club.
Oh yeah. Follow Feature Club. That's where you're working right
Yeah,
now,
that's
right?
working now. Yeah.
Oh, I see Muse. Thank you.
Did you make any video games? Oh damn. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Amy, what you gonna? This is like the bit on like every like talk show, and they're like, "Oh, you got anything to promote? What did you make? You made a game or something, right?"
Okay. So you can also buy "We Know the Devil" or "Heaven Will Be Mine," now available on Steam.
I can highly recommend both of those.
Yeah, they're pretty good video games.
They're like bullet hells, right?
They're kind of like they're bullet hells if the bullets were words and you defeated them by reading them. It's also got like pretty good art. The writing is whatever though.
Yeah, you're really there for the art more than the writing, as
Yeah.
most visual novels are.
I don't know what the person who wrote it was thinking.
Which is better for my new Twitter exclusively to sell keyboard gunk and green tea face masks, face fussy baby bitch real or the real fussy baby bitch. Unfortunately, I can tell you right now, both of those are too long. Because fussy baby bitch was like just under the character limit.
Yeah, follow Punish J Bearhat.
Yeah. Once I come back. So yeah, either Friday I'll either be on Chloe's stream or maybe I'll probably do a stream myself here. We'll figure it out. Keep your eyes peeled. But if I do stream on Friday, it'll probably be at 6. And I'm debating getting the Witch's House RPG game. The old RPG Maker horror game, and playing that.
Ooh.
Bullet hells, but the bullets are intrusive thoughts. Okay, that actually is a good description of
Put that on the box art.
I'll put that in the quotes. Just watch it happen. Okay, this stream was great.
Yeah.
You're a lovely chat. Lovely host, Jay.
Yeah, thank you, Jay.
Yeah, no, we'll be back next week. Until then, bye everybody.
Yeah, bye everyone.
Bye.
Justice Justice for me. Justice for me.
Justice for Jay.
And the censorship.
I've lost more than James DeMauro ever lost. Hashtag for Jay Bear. Get this trending. All right.
Fired for jokes.
Fired for fleets.
Fired for fleets. Holy shit.
Oh my god, you could call it Fleeting Joys or something like that. I can see the title. I really want to get the title for your tell-all. I'm gonna have that by next week.
Fleets, but not free.
Fleetdom isn't free? I don't know. I can't
Freedom isn't fleets. There it is. Freedom isn't fleets. That's my tell-all.
Fleeting freedoms. I think that's okay. I think we're getting somewhere. Alright. At the stream now.
If Jay can't get their account back on Twitter, then they're gonna make an account on Parler and you could debate them there.
Oh
Yeah.
my
No, I'm actually gonna just start using my Gab account. So follow me on Gab. It's real Dan Savage. Gab, is that it?
Oh my god.
Wait, no, Han, maybe it's not that.
Oh wait, are you serious?
Sorry, it's Dan Savage official.
Holy shit.
The only I actually did make a gab when they first launched that is in fact Dan Savage official. My about is that I left the default about, which is the only sensible way to live in this world is without rules. The Joker. And my only tweets are ladies @A delete your account, and then @Chad Bigley. You spent 3 years being racist and still fucked it up. Don't know who that is.
Oh,
but yeah, find me on gab.com, Dan Savage official. You'll know it's me because I have the act my tits keep my balls header.
Thanks everyone.
Thanks for watching.
Everyone. Bye.
Good night, everyone.